Cougar foul, number 10, Sydney Freeman, her third, team sixth. Uphill foul, 33, Adriana Trexler, her second, team fifth. Rebound bucket.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Good evening and welcome to Linton Minor Basketball. Tonight, the Miners on the road to the home of the Thunderbirds in Eastern-Greene. The junior varsity will be starting at about, we're about 25 minutes away from the start of the junior varsity basketball game tonight. And then we'll go into the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show and then have the varsity contest between Linton-Stockton at 12-2 and Eastern-Greene Thunderbirds coming in at 5-9. Now, one thing as far as the varsity is concerned, well, Eastern-Greene, their last time out, they lost 55-46 to South Knox. The Miners didn't fare much better. They also lost, but to Terre Haute South by a score 55-53. So it was a closer game, but a loss is a loss. Kevin Rader courtside here tonight, and of course joined by Heather Rader, the really straw that stirs the drink here on Rader Media Sports.
We want to say hello to everyone who is joining tonight on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network, as well as our YouTube channel and RaderMediaSports.com. 3 different ways that all of you can figure out how you want to follow your Miners, and we welcome those who are watching from Eastern-Greene High School as well. As Kevin mentioned, we are currently in the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show, so we're going to go ahead and start some sponsor rotations, which we always say these broadcasts are made possible due to thanks to all of them. So these opportunities for you to watch on YouTube, opportunities for you to watch on the Indiana High School Champions Network, as well as our website, are in thanks to these sponsors. So if you're on a paywall, then you're not in the right place. So we want to mention that as well. We should also mention that during tonight's broadcast, you're going to see a number of sponsors in rotation at the top. We will do our best to bring you all of the announcements along with all of the play-by-play in color tonight. And Kevin, we're very excited to be here for this SWIAC conference matchup.
We really are. The girls, of course, had a great win last night. I mean, how exciting was that? It doesn't get much better than, let me flip the page back to a 43-42 win with, it wasn't a shot at the buzzer, but it was a great defensive stand at the buzzer by the Linton Miners in order to come out on top in that one. And so now we're trying to see if the junior varsity and the varsity for the boys can follow suit tonight.
And Kevin, I think we should also mention that during the varsity halftime show, there is going to be some special announcements from Eastern-Greene, and we're going to be carrying that, as we always do in halftime, in our succession as well. And then we should also mention, as we can, while we have just a little bit of time, is the next broadcast for our team will be tomorrow as we return home to cover the North Knox Warriors coming to Linton for February 1st. It seems like January has been the entire year. I mean, January's obviously been an entire month.
It's been both.
But it feels like it's been a year. And you know, we started out the month with a lot of snow delays for Linton, which caused a little bit of havoc with some rescheduling options. I know that they have finally able to get the Vincennes Reveille game that was scheduled for, I think, January the 7th is now going to be played at home on February the 10th. That's a JV and a varsity. JV 2 quarters, and we'll be there to carry that, so we're very excited. We should mention tomorrow is something special going on at Linton-Stockton. It's the Bring Change to Mind Mental Health Matters All Day and Every Day Resource Fair, and that's going to be located out in the Minor Hub, in the Minor Annex, which for many of you who are not aware, that is near the concession stand. There's going to be lots of things set up for activities, resources. There's going to be refreshments, and one thing they are wanting everyone to do is wear green in support of mental health. So Kevin, you and I are going to be sporting green as well as our color announcer for tomorrow night. We're very excited about that, and we're just very, very happy to be able to give a little bit of props to them as well. We should also mention today is our the first 2 of 15 games that you and I are going to cover in the next 11 days. So we're very excited about that. Here on the screen, you can see this on our Facebook page as well. Is obviously we've got a couple of days worth of boys coverage before we come into play next week, girls sectional, and it's going to kind of interweave into some boys matchups as well. So we're very excited to follow our Linton Miners wherever they go, and then obviously to bring you, as we did last year, the entire North Knox sectional.
Do we want to talk a little bit, about the girls sectional coming up and the pairings and the fact that we do have permission from the IHSAA to carry each and every game of that tournament, which it'll be the second year in a row we've done that, and we're certainly looking forward to that.
So I think one thing that we should mention is that no, as we've said this all along, no broadcaster is ever guaranteed automatic rights, so it is an application process. Through the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we applied, got pretty much instant approval of that, which was very nice. And as Kevin mentioned, we will be covering all 5 of those games next week at North Knox. Here you can see the bracket and see the times that these are going to be held, but let's give you a little closer look. Tuesday, Linton-Stockton will play Sullivan in the first game on Tuesday night, and this is at 6 o'clock. And then following that will be West Vigo versus Eastern-Greene. That will be the second game of the matchup. Then we go back on Friday. South Knox will play the winner of Linton-Stockton and Sullivan. That's the first game on Friday. Second game will be North Knox playing the winner of West Vigo and Eastern-Greene. Then on Saturday is when the championship game will be held between the 2 tier brackets, and that winner will move on to regionals the following week. We should take a moment to thank our sponsors. You're going to see these in rotation a lot tonight, and we hope that you will patronize these sponsors for not only having 30% of their donations that they give to Rader Media Sports is turned around and goes back to Linton-Stockton schools, but they make these broadcasts free to view for all of you at home. These sponsors you see on the screen right now are on 2 billboards in Linton. Minor Pride sponsors sign on at the very beginning of the year and have pretty much dedicated their resources all year long by paying one fee and being done, and that is Walton Funeral Service, Key Associates of Linton, Klusner Construction, Crane Credit Union, Team Ortho, Indiana Farm Bureau agent Jathan Wright, The Grill of Linton, Audrey Sparks with Richard Brown Insurance, Linton Sporting Goods, Alicia Cornelius with Indiana Farm Bureau, Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets, and Michelle Stenger with Stenger Homes. We'd also like to give props to that our live read sponsors for tonight's broadcast is Fish Monuments, Brock Anderson Construction, Violet Company, Linton Cycle Sales, Mayor Preble with the City of Linton, Save a Lot in Linton, Autumn Trace of Greene County, Friends of Goose Pond, Rick Crines with Rick Crines Auto Detailing, Correll's Gas of Linton, Bender Lumber of Linton, Hall's Excavating, Gaither Power Sports, and Midwest Satellite. We'd also like to say thank you to the boys' footer sponsors, Tim and Joan Warwick, Martha Butler and Hadley, Margaret and Simon, Dan and Teresa.
I'm sorry, Heather, go ahead and talk to him, and I'll continue on here.
Dan and Teresa Carpenter, Donnie and Marilyn Clayton, Casey's of Linton, Green Streets, Skinner's Towing, Pizza Hut of Linton, Bandanas by Brenna, and Beach Cattle of Bloomfield. So we are very excited to be able to bring you this live action from Eastern-Greene High School. We're going to take a quick timeout to hear from one of our Minor Pride sponsors, the Jordan Vaught Insurance pregame show. This is Rader Media Sports.
At Jordan & Vaught Insurance Agency, you don't pay extra for the over 80 years of combined experience that will be available to you when dealing with questions about your auto, home, farm, life, or Medicare supplements. They're always there to help from 8:30 to 5 p.m. on weekdays at 123 South Franklin Street, the very same Bloomfield location since 1972. You may not realize the value of experience until you need it the most. Call Jordan & Vaught Insurance, your friends with experience, at 812-384-3535.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Sorry. Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. We're just trying to make sure that we have a clear view of the court. So we're very excited to have all of you with us tonight for this matchup.
Still some discussions going on back and forth as far as people that want to sit right in front of us, and they're certainly welcome to do that. We've never wanted to stop that, but
you may be seeing a lot of them in the camera view.
There's a lot of discussion about it for some reason, but
we cannot move it at this point because we are in center court, which we are going to be able to get. So, Kevin, this is a SWIAC conference. We're very excited about that. We're very thankful that Aaron Buskirk has been a great resource and has allowed us to come in tonight and stream, so we're very excited with that as well.
We certainly are. Great facility. I love coming here. It's, we go to so many that I say that a lot when you see the gymnasiums that some of these schools have. But Eastern-Greene, clearly, I think this is one of the best ones that we go to. I mean, the size is, it's great size.
I like the on
bowl.
The side.
Oh.
You've got the walkway, so if you want to go to the other side and you want to speak to someone, you don't have to go down on the court, which is really nice. It's accessible for us that if we want to be able to scoot out to the concession stand or to the bathroom, we're able to go to that, which we can't get up during broadcasting. You know, that's something that we get asked a lot, like, why don't you get up and move around? We once we sit down at the very beginning of broadcast, we're here until pretty much
about 5 or 6 hours.
5 or 6 hours, and then we're usually the last ones out of the gym.
First one's in and one of the last ones out. I will say, though, last night it was just a varsity game only, and that certainly changes a lot because we felt like we got out very early last night.
Right.
It's Eastern-Greene hosting the Linton-Stockton Miners. Both teams on the floor warming up. We're still a good 10 minutes away from the start of this basketball game tonight. Now, the advantage of where we're sitting on this side is you'll be able to see when there's presentations or when there's, I believe, some kids are going to be out on the floor. You'll be able to see it from this advantage. In other words, you'll not be looking at their backs.
Right.
And the Linton fans are sitting across the way, so we'll be able to show the Linton fans tonight, which we always like to do when we're on the road.
And I think this is very traditional to what we have at home, because when we're at home, we show both of the benches directly in front of us. So we asked specifically if we could have this location tonight, and Aaron Buskirk was great to work with us on this. And should we come back to do the boys basketball sectionals, this is where we will be seated. So this is kind of a good trial run for us to be able to see the camera placement. We love to be able to showcase other gymnasiums and other schools, and this gives a really good bird's eye view because you can and as you're seeing right now, people are in the camera view, so these three ladies right here in front of us are going to be right in the camera view of the entire game.
Yeah,
so,
I thought they were going to sit over here, and then they moved back
they did.
over there, but that's okay.
We'll make it work.
We'll have to make it work somehow.
So she sees herself in the broadcast, then she sees herself in the broadcast. So we're going to take a really quick time out to hear from one of our Minor Pride sponsors, Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets. This is Rader Media Sports.
Hello there, I'm Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets. Are you a first-time home buyer and you just don't know where to start? Perhaps you're looking to downsize and you need to list a property and get top dollar. In any of those situations, you need a professional agent on your side. I have successfully opened doors for clients for over the last 4 years, and it is a complete pleasure of mine to be able to help them end one chapter and begin a new one. Navigating the real estate market can be complex, but with the right guidance, it doesn't have to be. Let me help you understand the housing market, and let's negotiate the best deal. So together, let's open a new door and close it with Corey.
At Crane Credit Union, you can expect a personalized experience from people committed to your financial well-being. When you visit one of our 18 branches across southern and central Indiana, you will be greeted by our team that is committed to supporting your financial needs, dreams, and possibilities through all the stages of your life. From youth and teen accounts where it pays to get A's, to auto and personal loans that are processed completely within your local branch. Your local staff can assist you with mortgage and home equity needs, and when the time is right, we can help you with your IRA retirement accounts. We will be with you every step of the way. Crane Credit Union, building relationships since 1955.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. We are about 6.5 minutes away from the tip of the JV matchup. Eastern-Greene is currently in warm-ups, as well as a number of Linton minors.
The Linton side is filling in, spread out, but filling in. Some of the, I see down below here, great turnout by Eastern-Greene. This upper level where we're sitting in is a little more sparse, but the lower level is filling in. If you're not familiar with this gymnasium, it's like a bowl kind of, but it's a modern type bowl. You have some of the older gymnasiums, like I think of White River and
White River Valley and
White River Valley and Lagodi,
Clay City,
and those are great too. But this is the kind of the same idea, but a more modern construction and just roomy and cavernous almost.
We should mention
kids all the way up there in the right-hand corner. See them up there?
Yes. We should mention that tonight's pregame sponsor is Jordan Vaught Insurance. Call Ross and his friendly staff at Jordan Vaught for all your insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, or life insurance. His friendly staff treats you like family, making sure you are covered. Call 812-384-3535 today. Also, tonight's quarter sponsor is Key Associates of Linton, serving Greene and surrounding counties for over 30 years. Key Associates of Linton has helped generations of clients buy and sell homes. So whether you're looking to buy your dream home or next investment, or sell your home to enter into the next chapter of your life, Allie Walton, Mary Beth Gerald, and Audrey Sparks are there for you every step of the way, as they are your key to the very best. Today's 3-point shot sponsor is Walton Funeral Service. Funeral pre-planning with dedication to professional and compassionate service, leaving kind memories since 1915, from one generation to the next and one family to another. Todd and Cindy Walton are proud of their funeral home's heritage. Their families have been there for over a century and look forward to serving for many more years to come, as they are your lamp of hope when you need them most. Scoreboard sponsor tonight is Michelle Stenger with Stenger Homes. Do you know that over 30% of homes were sold in winter months? So don't wait. Give Michelle a call at 812-219-2307. And at the very end of tonight's varsity matchup, stay tuned to E2 Custom's post-game show. E2 Custom Creations is now taking orders for Mother's Day and 2025 graduations. They can help you create the perfect personalized gift for your special person by laser engraving on just about anything. So if you have an idea or need help creating one, give them a call at 812-798-0174 or visit them on Facebook at e2customcreations.com. Kevin?
You know what is impressive about when you see the number of people that are already here and still filing in is they're getting here in time for the JV game.
Yes, they are.
Which is, a lot of times people will kind of... There you see the Thunderbirds of Eastern-Greene, the JV team, taking the floor for the warm-ups. You heard the announcement. But we normally have people kind of meandering in here and there during the JV game for the varsity contest to follow. You have a few loyal parents maybe in the crowd, but I think tonight a lot of folks have come early in order to kind of assure themselves to get a quality seat.
Well, and it is a SWIAC championship match. I think that obviously it's Greene County, two Greene County schools, Eastern and Linton, so that's always going to be a good matchup. I am very thankful to see the crowd because tonight there is a huge IU-Purdue ball game going on tonight in Lafayette, and I know many eyes will be turned on that as well as having their phones or their iPads on going back and forth. As much as IU fans as we are tonight, and we normally like to report scores, we're going to dedicate tonight's broadcast to these two teams on the floor. So we will not be reporting IU and Purdue scores. So if you're thinking about giving us scores, keep them to yourselves, just because we, the team of two tonight, have a lot to cover and have a lot of athletes, community members of the school here at Eastern-Greene that we want to be able to feature at the forefront. So we're getting ready to start. Here with last-minute run-throughs for both teams. We have been told that there's been quite a bit of illnesses on both sides of the court tonight with this flu bug and respiratory illnesses that are going around. So we just pray everyone has a really healthy game tonight. And we're very excited to bring this action to all of you. We want to say hello to those that are already checking in with us on tonight's broadcast. Obviously, Melanie Thua says she is watching from home sweet home. Martha Butler says we're watching on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network, and go Miners. Big D Dan Phillips is currently in the process of setting up for a gig tonight. Obviously, that's why he's not joining us tonight, but Kevin, you and I got it covered. We've done a lot of games by ourselves, and we've got this too.
Yeah, it's not the first time that I've certainly done a basketball game, and I'm not doing it solo. I have actually done games before, believe it or not, where I was the only one. And so tonight, actually being here and having Heather kind of run the show and do so much of it makes it much easier for me. We're just seconds away here from starting this. This is Rader Media Sports.
We're getting ready for tonight's starting lineups that will be brought to you tonight by Klusner Construction of Linton.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Eastern-Greene High School, home of the Thunderbirds.
I love the announcer here. It's good.
Fans, the IHSAA and Ivy Tech remind you to always be the face of sportsmanship for our team, for our school, and for our community. Tonight we begin with the starting lineups. First, for the Linton Miners. Number 4, Jake Rose. Number 10, Drake Netherland. Number 20, Ruben Goodman. Number 33, Gabe Sullivan. And number 44, Josh Lower. the head coach of the Linton-Stockton Miners basketball team for the JV is Andrew Ring.
Of course, we all know that's Josh Lauer, but that's okay.
And now let's give it up for your JV Eastern-Greene Thunderbirds. Starting with number 22, Dylan Kirkwood. Number 12, Carson Elliott. Number 14, Noah Boomer. Number 24, it's Evan H. And last but not least, number 32, it's Riley Williams. The JV coach for the Eastern-Greene Thunderbirds is Mr. Jacob Carmichael. Your official for your JV game tonight, AJ Sites.
And with that, we have the stage set. 6'2" Dylan Kirkwood. Number 12, Carson Elliott. 5'10", sophomore. Number 14, Noah Coomer, guard, sophomore, 5'10". Evan Pate, guard, 5'11", freshman. And Briley Williams, 6'3", sophomore. And for the Linton Miners, Jake Rose, Drake Netherland, Reuben Goodman, Gage Sullivan, and Josh Lauer. We'll start out with Eastern-Greene getting the tip and bringing the ball up with basketball underway. Again, the first of a doubleheader tonight.
Reminder that tonight's quarter sponsor, first quarter, is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton.
Try to get it out on the wing to Coomer. Ball's intercepted. Drake Netherland bringing the ball up. Miners now have a chance. First turnover of the ball game. See what the Miners can do with it. Get it to the pivot. Out on top. Goodman goes on the wing, starts to drive, and they're going to call a foul. Boy, they might be tight on the calls tonight. Reuben Goodman started to drive on the left side of the lane, and the foul was called. And they say it's on number 22, which is Dylan Kirkwood. There, nice entry pass, and Gage Sullivan will get the first 2 points of the ball game. 2-0 Miners, just underway. Coomer working with it on the right side. It's almost stolen. In fact, it is. Tipped. Off the glass. Nice move by Jake Rose. He has now his first 2, and just like that, it's 4-0 Miners. Carson Elliott going to get to Coomer, and now up the ball's mishandled. They're going to have a jump ball here, and where's the arrow going? Toward the Miners. Not a good start here for the Thunderbirds.
5:55 on scoreboard tonight, sponsored by Stinger Homes.
And this
first quarter sponsored by Key Associates of Linton.
Thank you. Jumper on the left side, a tray, and it's good. Boy, the Miners are firing on all cylinders. Reuben Goodman hits the Walton Funeral Service three-pointer. Wow, Miners jump out, 7-0. Thunderbirds working over on the right wing. Getting it out on top. Evan Pate over on the left side to Carson Elliott. Elliott back to Pate. Now to Williams. Coomer with the ball on the right wing. Looks for a cutter inside. No go. Trying to work it out top right now. Briley Williams stuck with the ball. He hands it off. Drive, kick it out. It's going to be a jumper on the way. No good by Kirkwood. Rebound comes down, and they're going to call a foul. Another foul on the Thunderbirds.
Foul on the Thunderbirds, number 32, Riley Williams.
Briley Williams getting his first foul. So I believe already, let's see, that's 2 fouls, team fouls on the Thunderbirds here in quarter number 1.
Thanks to Margaret Ann Simon, who's watching on YouTube tonight at home and says, go Miners.
Working on the right side, Reuben Goodman. Out on top, Drake Netherland. Back to Goodman, right wing, feeds it inside. Gage Sullivan tries to muscle his way in, can't, kicks it out. Jake Rose, tray on the way, yeah, it's good.
Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot.
Sounded a little bit like I was from Sweden there, didn't I? Yeah. Didn't mean to do that. So right now it's 10-0 Miners. Briley Williams with it on top, going on the right side now to Coomer. Starts to drive with the left hand, working around the perimeter. Carson Elliott to Williams. Now over on the right side. Back out on top. Evan Pate. Elliott. Left side Williams. Williams has some size at 6'3", but so far they have not used him inside like you'd think they might. Nice move up off the glass by Kirkwood. They're going to call a foul here. Let's see who this one's on. Jake Rose getting that foul. Got a couple of substitutes coming in. I heard number 2, Carter Bailey. I'll try to see if I can catch who the other substitute is. Trying to inbound the ball. 5 seconds. They can't get the ball in. It's going to be a turnover. And that's number 4, Xavier Wise, who'd also just checked in. The freshman trying to inbound the ball there. Had nowhere to go with it. So it's 10-0 Miners, and they bring the ball down. Kick it out to Reuben Goodman. Going to call 3 seconds. 3 seconds called on Gage Sullivan. That's the first turnover of the ball game for the Miners. Right now, Ian Smith coming into the ball game, and number 44, Josh Lauer, has checked out. So we're getting substitutes in for both teams here. Thunderbirds bringing the ball up. Go high to Big Briley Williams with the left hand. He wants to take it in, showing some muscle, but now can't get it in, and bounce pass to a cutter in the lane. It goes off his lap. Dylan Kirkwood got his hands on that bounce pass, but couldn't control it, and it goes out of bounds. Miner basketball. 10-0 Miners. About 3:18 to go here in the first quarter.
I want to say hello to Harlow and Rowan Leitchen watching at home, who says go Miners.
Bad pass there, but intercepted by the Thunderbirds, but they call a quick timeout because I think they had a player fell on the floor. They wanted to make sure they maintained possession here. 3:07 to play in quarter number 1. It is 10-0 Miners. This is Rader Media Sports. Correll's LP Gas has quite a story to tell. A locally owned operation for 78 years, offering residential and agricultural propane in 6 counties. They also fill camper, motorhome, and gas grill cylinders. Correll's LP Gas, located at Highway 54 in Linton. Check them out on Facebook or by phone at 812-847-4076. Welcome. You can hear the crowd already announcing its presence just with the cheerleaders. I think this is going to be a loud environment when the varsity game tips off.
Well, tonight is a number of special events for Eastern. They are honoring Biddy Ball members, K-4 members, 5th and above members. They're also
Great move. Sorry, Heather, I didn't mean to interrupt. Great move to the cup, but just couldn't quite get it down by Carson Elliott. Miners have it. Goodman in traffic. Shot no good. We're coming back the other way. Elliott with the ball.
They're also honoring some cheerleaders. They've got a carnival going on right now to benefit Riley Children's Hospital. They have snow cones and all different types of things going on. So, in addition to the fabulous concession stand that they have. So,
boy, they really do.
If you are thinking about from Linton coming out and supporting your Miners, or if you are with Eastern-Greene, come on out. It's going to be a great matchup.
Carson Elliott going to the line. He tried to drive it to the hoop and get it off the glass, and he missed it, but he was fouled, and he gets that free throw, and that gets the Thunderbirds on the board at 2:38 remaining in the first quarter. 10-1 Miners. Carson will get another one. Second one on the way. Good as gold. So it's 2 points for the Thunderbirds. They're on the board. 10-2 on the Stanger Homes scoreboard. Reuben Goodman on the left side. Smith. Kingston Crane now is checked in the ball game. Kingston with a move with the left hand. Kicks it out over on the left side. Jake Rose. Reuben Goodman with a move, and they got him traveling. He tried a little shake and bake, and the referee said that's a travel. 2:18 to play now in the first quarter. Carson Elliott bringing the ball up. Gives the Thunderbirds a chance to get this a little closer. Wise, bounce pass inside. Briley Williams gets his first two. That would make sense going to him. Seems with a height advantage and knows how to use it. Jake Rose, top of the key. Up, no good. Rebound. Wise tried to throw it on the left side to Carson Elliott. A bad angle. A lot of traffic in between. I don't know that Elliott even saw the ball as it went directly out of bounds. 1:47 to play, first quarter. Reuben Goodman looks over at the bench. He and Jake Rose bring the ball up. Jake with the ball on the left wing. Back to Goodman. Now over the right, Kingston Crane. Back to Goodman at the top of the key. Looking for some action inside. Kingston. Bounce pass underneath. No good. Shot, a follow shot by Gage Sullivan will fall, and that's 4 now for Gage. 12-4, Miners on top. Carson Elliott gives it to Kirkwood. Now out on top to Wise. Now back to Kirkwood. Coomer driving with the left. Or that's Carson Elliott, I apologize. Now Williams. There was a little hand checking going on there by Gage Sullivan, and they whistle that. That's the first foul on Sullivan, the third team foul now on the Linton Miners. We're just a shade over 1 minute to play here. Oh, there's a foul on the Linton Miners. Kingston Crane ran right over Xavier Wise and helped him up. It was unintentional. He was just trying to go for the steal, couldn't pull it off. So it's a 14 foul from now on for the next minute anyway. The Thunderbirds will be shooting.
Lots of pitter-patter feet behind us, Kevin. This place is busy.
It is. Nice shot in the lane. Sweet shot by number 32, Briley Williams. His fourth point of the night. 40 seconds. Now 12-6. Miners still have the lead, but the Thunderbirds showing some capability here. They were trailing 10-0 for a long span of time and now have outscored the Miners 6-2 in this last stretch for a 12-6 ball game. They're waiting to take the last shot of the first quarter. Jake Rose with a yo-yo dribble standing over on the left side, gives it back to Goodman. Goodman wanted to go to Crane, can't. They go to him now. Kingston one dribble. 6 seconds left. Goodman with the tray. Reuben Goodman gets his second tray of the game, 15-6. There's a court-length pass, and it goes in! Xavier Wise with over half-court shot at the buzzer at the end of the first quarter to get his first Walton Funeral Service tray. Wow. Was that a shot to remember? 15-9. The Miners still with a 6-point edge, but that got this crowd invigorated. At the end of one on the Stanger home scoreboard, it's 15-9 Miners. This is Rader Media Sports.
Is your family protected? Contact me, Alicia Cornelius, your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, to discuss your home, auto, farm, life, or business needs. It's not just about protecting my family. Let me help protect yours too. Proudly serving Indiana, call to speak with me, Alicia Cornelius. One agent for all your insurance needs.
Welcome back. The crowd's still all abuzz over that three-point jumper right at the buzzer from over half court. It's almost three-quarter length. Beautiful shot, nothing but net. And it makes it now only a 6-point lead for the Miners at 15-9. And in fact, the Thunderbirds get the ball now, so they've got a chance to really make some hay here. They try to get it underneath to Williams. It's stolen. Miners coming away with the ball. Ian Motter with the steal there. Kingston Crane. Goodman working on the left wing to Kingston Crane. Eyed the tray, sided against it. Reuben Goodman open. He has 2 trays already. Drive, shot up, no good. Motter with a rebound. He goes back up with a follow, but he's fouled. Ian Motter will go to the line. Ian Motter gives the Miners some height, Heather, 6'5".
They do, and we want to remind everyone while we have a quick moment that this second quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton, Allie Walton, Mary Beth Geralds, and Audrey Sparks, your key to the very best.
Ian steps up to the line. Gets the first one. He will get another one. And again, people still filing in. There's going to be a great crowd tonight here. Second free throw, good again. 2 points for Ian Motter. 17-9 Miners. Just underway, second quarter. It's the junior varsity game. The varsity tilt to follow. Working over on the right wing now is number 4, Wise, the sharpshooter. Now they go over on the left wing. Bounce pass over to Wise. He wants to take it to the cup. A little soft, sweet jumper. Kind of a runner. It's good for Xavier Wise. He's on fire now with 5. 17-11. Miners by 6.
Hello to Wyatt Stone, who's watching tonight, as well as Jeff Hall, who's sitting directly across from us.
Josh Lauer with that follow. He's fouled. Josh will go to the line. He is yet to score tonight, so this will be his first opportunity. Get on the board. 5:48 to play here in the second quarter, as Heather pointed out. 17-11 Miners. Let's see what Josh can do here. Off the back iron. Second free throw on the way. Good. Josh is on the board at 18-11 Miners by 7. 5:40 to play here in the first half. Wise started to make a move to the hoop and forgot the ball temporarily, retrieved it, and right now they're setting up shop. Carson Elliott with the ball. Wanted to go to Wise, can't. Gets it to Coomer. Coomer loses control, now pivots around, gets it over on the right side to Elliott. Carson working with the right hand. Hands it off to Elliott. It's knocked away. Let's see who's got the ball now. Number 14, Coomer. Hands it off to McGee. There's a shot up. McGee right at the rack is able to make that one count. First 2 in the game for Patrick, who's substituted in. 5'9" sophomore. Under 5 minutes to play now. They go inside. Motter with a shot. No good. Goodman comes down with a rebound. He needs to get the ball out of there. He does. Kingston Crane with a tray. Yes.
Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot.
First 3 in the game for Kingston. 21-13. Miners have increased the lead now to 8. Nice runner in the lane. Blocked by Motter. The follow. No good. Briley Williams, though, trying to go back up. Cannot. They kick it out. There's a sweet jumper on the way and good by Carson Elliott. I think that was a 2. 4 now.
It was a Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot.
It was?
Yes, it was.
Okay, thank you. I stand corrected. 21-16. Shot on the way. Kingston Crane in and out. No good. Rebound. Pulled down by Motter. Kicks it back out to Crane. Crane now wants to set up shop, tries to go underneath to a cutting Lauer. He can't control behind the back pass. Goes to Ian Motter, and Motter makes it count. 4 for Ian. Great feed by Josh Lauer. 3:45 to play the first half. Coomer on the right-hand side. Miners open up and have been playing all along, a man for man. Great little move over there on the left. Wise with another runner up, no good. Rebound Ian Motter. He has really had a presence here. The Miners want a timeout to talk things over. 3:31 to play here in the second period. The Miners junior varsity team leading it 23-15 on the Stanger home scoreboard. This is Rader Media Sports.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell a home, the opportunity is better than ever. Take advantage of the falling interest rates. Real estate provides the highest returns, the greatest values, and the least risk. The best investment opportunity will not fit into a safe deposit box, but you can live in it. Go with the tradition of trust. When you are ready to buy or sell, call me, Michelle Stanger at Stanger Homes at 812-219-2307 and start packing.
Miners will inbound the ball from the side. Harrison James has checked in now. He throws the ball in to Reuben Goodman. Goodman bringing it up for the Miners. Everybody else is the same here. No, Smith has also checked in. Owen Smith, number 15. Gage Sullivan trapped on the baseline, kicks it out to Goodman. Reuben with the left hand, kicks it over to Owen Smith. Fake, pivots around, gets it back to Goodman. Cuts to the glass, off the glass, and it's good. A bank shot by Reuben Goodman, and he has 8 in this first half. 3 minutes to play in the first half, and it's a 25-15 10-point lead. That's the largest lead for the Miners in this game. Sweet little turnaround jumper there by Noah Coomer, his first 2. 25-17 on the Stanger home scoreboard. Sullivan with it on the right side. Owen Smith can't get it into Motter. Goodman is open. He wants the tray. Shot no good. Rebound pulled out of there by number 24, Evan Pate. And here come the Thunderbirds. Carson Elliott to Wise. And that's a tray.
Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot.
Second tray for Xavier Wise. He had that stunner right at the end of the first quarter. And now he has 8 points for his squad. It's 25-20. Only a 5-point game here. Gage Sullivan a tray on the way. That's no good. Rebound is pulled down by Briley Williams, and he's fouled. Motter picking up that foul. Now number 22, Dylan Kirkwood, is coming back in. Carson Elliott's checking out for the Thunderbirds. 2:08 now to play in this first half. 25-20. The Birds can really narrow this advantage by the Miners with this possession. Coomer on the left side to Wise. Shot! He banked it. It'll count, but I'm not sure he called it. A Walton Funeral Service 3-pointer, and they are within 2 points now. 25-23. They go inside. Harrison James kicks it out to Goodman. Reuben right to the cup. Off the glass, it'll fall. 10 points for Reuben Goodman. 135. Well, now clock still running. Just a shade over 1:30 to play here in this first half. Nice shot off the glass. Won't fall. A late whistle, and they're going to call it on number 14, Noah Coomer. 1:27 to play in the first half. 27-23. Miners by 4. Right now, Coomer goes out, and checking back into the ball game is Carson Elliott for the Birds. Miners come up. Goodman across the timeline. Right side, Sullivan. Gage decides against doing anything with that. Back to Gage. Now he tries the tray. Rims off, no good. Harrison James knocks the ball out of bounds. Thunderbird ball. 1:12 now to play in this first half. Miners make a couple of substitutions. Motter goes out. Owen Smith goes out. Let me see. Josh Lauer is back in. And Kingston Crane is back in. Here come the Birds across the timeline at the logo. Carson Elliott needs someone to break to the ball. Now he has someone in Evan Pate. Pate working on the right wing. Gets it to Kirkwood. Now back to Wise. Nice move. Can't shoot the ball. Too covered, but there's a nice little runner in the lane. No good. But Carson Elliott, I think it is, number 12, gets his own rebound. Xavier Wise looks back to the bench. 35 seconds to go. They're going to play it for 1. Xavier Wise backs off. If he can make it from 3/4, which he... Great feed underneath, and it'll be good. But for Briley Williams, he cut to the cup, and it was a great feed. And it makes it 27-25. Miners by 2. Goodman directing traffic. Kingston Crane with it on the right. Back to Kingston Crane. Back to Goodman. Fakes. Right to the cup with the left hand. He's going to get it. Reuben Goodman is on fire for the Miners. 29-25 at the intermission. 6, 8, 10, 12 points for Reuben Goodman in this first half. But it's a close one. 29-25. Only a 4-point lead for the Miners after they led at one time by 10. So that's what it shakes out to be here on the Stanger home scoreboard at intermission. 29-25 Miners. This is Rader Media Sports.
We take pride in our funeral homes, and value the friendships we've made for over 100 years. It's those friendships that make us work hard to be the best. You have my personal guarantee that we will always strive to earn your trust.
We are going to carry this halftime in its entirety.
Art Bever, Isaac Griffith, Hayden Greenwood, Braxton Morris, Wyatt Eves, Walker Phillips, Landon Ratcliffe, Wilder Decker, Easton Stahl, Caleb Goodman, Dallas Hawkins, Bear Chickwood, and Hunter Brown. Let's give it another round of applause for the kindergarten white team and black team.
This is a kindergarten recognition as well as K through 4, middle school basketball as well.
Starting with Ari Hayes, Hudson Holtzclaw, Hudson Eves, Jameson Bro, Sage Shields, Bryson Saylor, Hunter Decker, Nash Fielder, Knox Fielder.
Now, what are the cups for, Heather? I hate to be so ignorant.
I think this is just something that each one of them is getting. It looks like maybe they're given a red solo cup or some sort of a plastic Eastern-Greene.
Yeah.
Carr, Ezra Williams, Alex Cone, Nicholas Johnson, Harrison Hill, Malachi Robertson, Wade Bailey, Jace Prince, Miles Bush, Axel Clayton.
Bet the kids are enjoying this.
Riker Eads, Ryder Dees, and Duncan Carmichael. Let's give it up for the first and second grade basketball team.
First and second grade.
Up next we have the first and second grade cheerleaders. Arabella Clayton, Jody Lovato, Elodie Elua, Aubrey Hopkins, Hannah Price, Henley Harpenow, Lila Ali, Haley Dorman, River
They've got the cheer wave down, some of them.
I noticed that.
Love that.
Melody Ussenberg, Amity Whaley, Carly Byers, Josie Shelton, and Jasmine Gillespie. And then for the second grade, we have Leah Price, Meredith Pittman, Annabella Lumen.
Kevin, I'm noticing they took 3 points off the clock, or 3 points off of the T-Birds.
29-25 is what I had at intermission.
It had 28
Let's
to
give it
start.
up for the first and second grade cheerleader. And now for the third and fourth grade players, we have Thad Bever, Maverick Snyder, Everett Jewell, Jace Edwards, Drake Chickwood, Brody Stein, Riker Workman, Logan Raines, Bruce Eves, Rylan Bowers, Hugh Hill, Cole Bell, Matthew Ray, Easton Lemons, Jackson Inman, and Tyler May. On to the fourth graders, we have Bryson.
My, no wonder they have a good crowd tonight, huh?
Price, Dayton Hawkins, Jordan Butler, Grant Hash, Jameson Sullivan, Alex Dees, Jonah Murphy, Jace Stevens, Tucker Decker, and Kevin Dixon. Let's give it up for the third and fourth grade b-ball players. On to the third and fourth grade cheerleaders. Ezra Self, Cheney, Bailey Sullivan, Lily Lasdo, Rowan White, Harper Somerville, Elena Shelton, Ella Beatty, Charlie Curl, Harley Chipman, Addie Hicks, Emma Fillinger, and Hazel Strange. Let's give it up for the 3rd and 4th grade cheerleaders. All right, one more round of applause for all K through 4th players and cheerleaders. Future Thunderbirds all!
I'll tell you, I don't know who's on the PA, but they are fantastic. Great introduction. We do have scoring to go over, and I guess we can do that now. First of all, let's go over for Eastern-Greene. They have 25 here at the intermission. Patrick McGee with 2. Dylan Kirkwood failed to score. Carson Elliott has come away with 4. Noah Coomer with 2. Evan Pate failed to score. Briley Williams with 6. Xavier Wise with 3 trays and a bucket for a total of 11 points for the leading scorer for the Thunderbirds here at the intermission. The Miners coming away with 29. Jake Rose with 5, including 1 tray. Netherland failed to score. Owen Smith failed to score. Ruben Goodman, 2 trays for 6, 8, 10, 12 for Ruben. Kingston Crane with a tray as well for 3. Gage Sullivan with 4. Ian Motter with 4, including 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And Josh Lauer, 1 of 2 from the free throw line for a point. 29 points for the Miners. As far as the free throw line, they've only shot 4 free throws, but they are 3 of 4 from the free throw line in the first half. On the other hand, the Thunderbirds only got 2 opportunities at the line, but they took advantage of both of them and came away 2 of 2 from the line in the first half. Heather, maybe we should take a break here since we haven't had the opportunity to do that.
We're going to take a quick timeout to hear from the Indiana High School Athletic Association. This is Rader Media Sports.
After high school, I worked in a couple factories, and then my dad convinced me to go to the apprenticeship program.
I have pension, I have health insurance, I have an HSA, am paid while I'm learning and training. Like being able to see what work I've completed.
They'll be able to go to school and get paid while they go to school, still receive a college degree, and they'll be making a great career salary-wise once they finish.
Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Welcome back to the home of the Thunderbirds. Eastern-Greene High School hosting the Linton Miners Junior Varsity Contest, 29-25. A 4-point advantage for the Linton Miners, but at one time they led by as many as 10. And Eastern-Greene were able to narrow that advantage to about 3, I believe, in the first half. But the Miners right now with a 4-point advantage.
I want to say hello to Wayne and Kathy Elliott, who are watching from home and who says, "Go Miners." Kevin, do you feel like we're getting invaded right now? I do a little bit.
Well, all those kids that were on the floor are
all the cheerleaders are walking behind me and kind of rubbing my back and pulling on my hair as they walk behind me. So that's it's nice to have youth in the gym.
It is. And it's a great turnout, and I can see now why it is, in part anyway. It could be like this all the time. I obviously would not know, but it is a great turnout. Let's get it started. You hear the music blaring here. Everybody wants to get this second half of the junior varsity game underway. Now, some of those players that you saw for the Linton Miners, you may not see as much action in the second half. Jake Rose and Ruben Goodman will be playing for the varsity, so you may not see them here in the second half. We'll see some new players here. Kingston-Crane, I would think. Owen Smith coming out. Josh Lauer, Owen Smith, Drake Netherland, Kingston-Crane, and Gage Sullivan for the Miners. For Eastern-Greene, it's some of the same folk as well. Briley Wilson, 24, Dane Talbot, now in the ball game. Miners with it on the left wing. Kingston-Crane, nice no-look pass inside. Sullivan spins, shot up no good. Rebound by Lauer, and he puts it, no, by Sullivan, and he gets it in. Gage Sullivan gets his 6th point of the night. The Miners strike first in the second half, 31-25 on the Stanger Homes scoreboard. There's a nice steal by Owen Smith. Bounce pass gets away from the Miners, out of bounds, and no go. They had some congestion as some defenders for the Thunderbirds got in the way of that break. And the Miners a little handcuff there and throw the ball away. First turnover of the second half. Here come the Birds. Bringing the ball up. I can't quite see a number. There it is, number 12. Working in the corner now. Back out. Wise, who had a tremendous first half. Now they want to get it on top. No go there. Drake Netherland gets the steal. It's a 1-on-2. Shot is blocked, but he'll go to the free throw line.
We want to say to everyone that is watching us on YouTube, we just saw one here. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to our channel because it will alert you on your phone every time that we are live, whether that be during a broadcast or during a school feature. So be sure to subscribe to us and let us know in the channel that you've done so.
Drake misses the first one.
We should mention this third quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton.
Second shot by Drake, off again, this time off the front of the rim. Thunderbirds no damage on that one, 31-25 now. The Birds, and there's another steal, this time by Kingston-Crane. Feeds it back to Netherland off the glass, yes. And oh my, did the Thunderbirds want to talk about that? Almost 3 steals in a row. Let's take a break, 33-25 Miners, 5:46 to play, quarter number 3 on the Stanger Sports scoreboard. This is Rader Media Sports. Serving Greene and surrounding counties for over 30 years, Key Associates of Linton has helped generations of clients buy and sell homes. Whether you are looking to buy your dream home or a next investment, or sell your home to enter in the next chapter of your life, Allie Walton, Mary Beth Geralds, and Audrey Sparks are there for you every step of the way. Three straight, going back to my political days, aren't I? Yep. Three straight steals by the Miners, and that prompts a quick timeout as the Miners now with a 8-point advantage, 33-25 on the Stanger Homes scoreboard at 5:46 now to play in this third quarter. So the Miners have come out defensively using a great defense to help their offense. Briley Williams inbounds the ball, gets it to Xavier Wise. Really lit it up in the first half. Carson Elliott on the left side, back to Wise. Back to Elliott. Gets it over in the corner. And now they trap Carter Bailey back there, but he's able to get rid of the ball. Elliott. Back to Bailey. Shot up. That looks good, and it is. Let me make sure I have the right number there. Yeah, it's number 2. Great shot by Carter Bailey, his first 2 of the ball game. 33-27. Miners now by 6. Kingston-Crane with a tray on the way. Bingo.
Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot for Kingston.
6 points on 2 trays for Kingston-Crane, who is definitely capable of doing that all night. He has a great shot. He goes up on the defense. They're going to call a foul on him. He tried to front right up on number 4, Xavier Wise, and they called him on the foul. But that aggressive play is what's prompted this lead here in the second half for the Miners. Carson Elliott to inbound. Elliott with the ball now. Moves Xavier Wise off to the left. Wants to go to Xavier. There it is, knocked away by Kingston-Crane again. Deflections have really played an interesting part of this ball game. They almost got to that one. Netherland knocks the ball away, and it's going to be saved and in there and a basket, but it will not count because when they attempted on the save there, Carter Bailey stepped on the end line. 4:35 to play, quarter number 3, 36-27. 9-point advantage for the Miners. Kingston-Crane. Netherland, left side, Owen Smith. Inside, Gage Sullivan, nice jumper, won't fall for it. Rebound is pulled down by Briley Williams. He saves it and saves it to the wrong man because Josh Lauer gets 2 points on that one. 3 points now for Lauer. Briley Williams with the ball. Tries to get it to his guard, Wise, and it's knocked away, but a foul is called there, and I think it's going to be on Lauer. Harrison James checking in. Owen Smith will check out. Noah Coomer has checked back into the ball game for the Thunderbirds. Xavier Wise bringing it up across the logo. Bounce pass on the left side. Coomer trapped. Gets it out. Cross court to Carter Bailey. Back to Coomer. Ooh, uses a little forearm. Almost lost the ball there. Works it over in the corner. Back again to Coomer. Playing catch now to Wise. He's trapped over on the left side. Harrison James attempts the steal and fouls. He tried and he saw where he thought the pass was going to go, but he couldn't quite get there in time and committed the foul. 3:30 to play in the third quarter. 38-27, Miners by 9. Here's another deflection for the steal. Coming the other way, using their offense for the best defense. Kingston-Crane.
Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot for Kingston.
His third. He has 9. 41-27. Defense is showing the way here. Harrison James comes out to front Noah Coomer with the ball. Now they double team him out top. Harrison James staying with him. Now Netherland on him. 3 point guards in here, so it's almost like a press here right now. Bryce Williams, the big fella, feeds it off. Jumper, no good by Carter Bailey. And we're coming the other way. Drake Netherland. Shot up by Gage Sullivan. And he gets a first Walton Funeral Service tray. He has 9. 44-27. Miners come out blazing. Coomer, right side, it almost got picked off there again. Getting it out on top to him. Bounce pass in the corner. Now they try to go into Briley Williams. That makes sense. Nope, they get it back out. Coomer on top. Trying to direct traffic. He wants Wise to trade places with Carson Elliott. Coomer dribbles in. Gets it out on top to Carson Elliott. Elliott back to Coomer. Back to Elliott. Harrison James almost had that pick off. They're having trouble moving the ball. Williams tries to get it along the baseline. No go, and they're going to call it out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Birds. Owen Smith coming back in. Ian Motter coming in. Kingston-Crane and Josh Lauer are checking out. Noah Coomer will inbound. They get it to Carson Elliott. He's on top. Owen Smith on him. Now they double team him, but he gets it away. Evan Pate with a pass across court. And that's going to be stolen away by Owen Smith. Takes it coast to coast. First 2 in the game for Owen Smith. Timeout on the floor with 1:32 to play in the third quarter. 46-27. The Miners have come out full barrels, full gun tonight in this third quarter.
Want to say hello to Mimi and Pap watching Harrison James from Fernandina Beach, Florida, and says, go Miners.
46-27 on the Stanger home scoreboard.
We're going to go ahead and just leave it here for a moment because we want to both cheer squads are out on the floor. Kevin, you and I had the opportunity this morning to visit one of our Minor Pride sponsors for breakfast, the Grill.
And you put a picture of me waiting by the door for you.
Well, what was it, 5:30? We both couldn't sleep, and we said, we're hungry. Let's go to the Grill for breakfast. Well,
I
you. We held it off till about 6:30. Get in to go to the Grill, and who do we see there? Ashlyn Tatlock and Connor Daly. So that was pretty cool to be able to see them, a couple of minors, having some breakfast before they went to school.
Yeah, it was nice. It's always nice to go into the Grill.
Very foggy out this morning.
Yep. By the way, my breakfast was fantastic. It always is at the Grill. Always is.
Anything's fantastic at the Grill.
Yeah. I had one of those omelets. Loved it. Thunderbirds with the ball on the right wing. Breaking in, Carson Elliott feeds it on the outside. Now back to Coomer out on top. He's going to hand it off, or try to Evan Pate. Evans got it out on top. Goes over on the right side to Carson Elliott. There's a steal. Owen Smith saw this coming and gets it off the glass. They are really making a field day with those steals. 4 for Owen Smith.
I think there was some discussion. Mildred was talking about how the scoreboard was a little bit off, and the scoreboard here in the gym was a little bit off, so I was just keeping it consistent.
Foul on Ian Motter. Going to the line is Briley Williams. He has 6 in the game, but this is his first try from the free throw line tonight.
For those,
just will not get it to go.
For those minor fans that are used to seeing an automated score clock at home, once again, when we're on the road, that's something that I manually have to run, but it's important to be able to see a game clock.
Jimmy Wright has checked in.
Obviously, whenever you're having a basketball game.
And also Tanner Scarborough for the Miners, Owen Smith, Harrison James, and Kingston Crane. That's the lineup currently for the Miners. Kingston Crane brings it up. Smith goes inside, and Scarborough is the ball knocked away. Coming the other way, Owen Smith steals it again. My, what great defense. Owen looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Gets it to Scarborough. Back to Owen Smith. They're going to set up the offense here now. Kingston Crane with the ball out on top near the logo, just to the left. Now he backs it up even a little more. Owen Smith with the ball. The reason they're holding it is there's 17 seconds remaining now. Clock ticking away here in this third quarter. 10 seconds. Jumper from the baseline is good. Another tray for Kingston Crane. 3, 6, 9, 12 in the game for Crane on 4. Count them, 4 Walton Funeral Service three-pointers. He is on tonight. 51-28 at the end of 3. We'll have the fourth quarter for you when we return. This is Rader Media Sports.
City Linton employees are dedicated to providing the best and most reliable utility service, security, and safety for its families and students. As the new mayor, I agree with the sign, "You'll like Linton." But you'll really love our miners.
Who, Heather? Who let the dogs out?
No.
7 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Come back right on the air just as soon as it starts to bark. We should mention that tonight's fourth quarter and every quarter tonight is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton. Call Allie Walton, Mary Beth Gerald, and Audrey Sparks of Linton to be your key to the very best.
By the way, we hope no one has let the dogs out in our house. Frank the Tank and his sidekick Sideways are back there listening to the game and rooting for the Linton Miners.
You know, it's pretty cool. We sometimes we turn the radio on, we sometimes turn the TV on and set it so we're going to automatically come on during the game. I did that tonight so they can listen to you call tonight's ball game.
Frank the Tank and his sidekick Sideways coming on a calendar near you someday, we hope. I'm kidding, but
no,
the shots would be great.
That
Heather, you should take pet pictures. Those are great. Almost another steal by Owen Smith. Shot up by the Thunderbirds, and it's a wall ball. Goes directly out of bounds.
They are pretty photogenic little dogs.
Well, I think someone has gotten them used to taking pictures. They're a little spoiled, Heather.
A little bit.
Netherland with the ball across the timeline. Working on the right side to Owen Smith. Owen back to Drake. Fourth quarter, 51-28 Miners. Working the ball on the left side, and Coomers whistled for a foul. I think that's Noah's second foul of the game. Owen Smith to trigger the inbound. Gets it into Netherland. I don't know, but I believe this could be one of the highest scoring totals we've seen from the Miners this year in the junior varsity level. They try to get it in, and 3 seconds called on the Miners. So that'll be a turnover. Chance for the Thunderbirds to do some damage here. Wise with the ball over on the right side to Pate. Back to Wise. Back to Pate. Right side jumper in the air, no good by Kirkwood, and there's a whistle. Linton Sporting Goods has been serving Linton and surrounding areas with quality sporting goods and screen printing for over 25 years, specializing in embroidery and team sales. Located at Highway 54 West in Linton, stop by and visit this family and locally owned shop today. Netherland bringing the ball up. Drake working on the right side to Gage Sullivan. Back to Drake. Now let's go on the left side to Lauer. Gage. Sullivan. Netherland. Spins the ball around. Gives it to Ian Motter. Ian takes it to the cup as the ball knocked away. He looked to the referee. I think he thought he'd been fouled, but they do get a break. They get the ball back. Netherland will inbound. Get it inside to Sullivan. Little toss, and it's in. Gage Sullivan gets 2 more. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 for Gage in this ball game. The Birds get it in the corner to Evan Pate. Pate gets it back, takes a tray in the air, looks good. Off the front of the rim, however. Foul is going to be called on number 22 over the back. Dylan Kirkwood was over the back of Ian Motter, who pulled that rebound down. 53-28. Miners on top. Motter to inbound. Netherland bringing it up. A 2-1-2 zone now for the Birds. Working on the right side. Now over to the left. Lauer. Nice pass to Harrison James. Harrison wants to kick it right out right away and is fouled. If you need an Evolution golf cart, Gaither Power Sports the place for you. Prices starting at $69.95. Come with an 8-year battery warranty and 0% financing for 36 months. Gaither Power Sports is also your Aventon e-bike dealer. Gaither Power Sports and Trailer Sales, located in State Road 54, just west of Linton, in business since 2003. There's the ball inbound. Josh Lauer with a tray, no good, long. Sullivan with the follow, that's no good. The rebound flushed out of there by the Thunderbirds. Feed inside, shot up no good by Briley Williams, but a foul is called, and I'm assuming Briley will be headed to the line. Briley is 0 for 2 from the line right now, has a total of 6 points. He makes the first one. The Grill is a Linton tradition that's lasted over 100 years. In the same family for the last 40, open 7 days a week, steak night every Friday, Saturday night. Miss the second one, you can dine in or carry out of this eatery located in the heart of downtown Linton. And as Heather said, we were there today for another fantastic meal. There's a tray on the way by Gage Sullivan. Walton. Oh, go ahead.
Walton Funeral Service, 3-point shot.
Thank you. Xavier Wise with it on the left side. Bounce pass inside. Briley Williams with a shot. He leaves it up short, but he gets his own rebound, spins around nicely, and gets the basket in the end one. He'll go to the line again. .9 points for him. He's gunning now for his 10th. Briley, freshman, No, a forward, I'm sorry. Sophomore, 6'3". Looks taller than that to me. There's the free throw up and good. 4:30 to play in the game. It's 58-32. Miners by 26. Gage Sullivan on the right side. They've blown this open in the third quarter. There's a shot. A power move by Gage Sullivan going right in on Briley Williams, who's a couple inches taller than him, but it didn't matter. Whole new lineup of 5 players getting ready to check in for the Miners. Briley Williams, turnaround jumper, up no good. Fight for the rebound. Lauer pulls it down. Netherland with the ball. Miners call a timeout. They switch. Yeah, they called a timeout, I believe. They're going to no, they have not. They just switching everybody out. So we have a new 5 coming in. Scarborough, Smith, Kingston Crane, Jimmy Wright, and number 3, Noah Cattle.
Jimmy K. Wright.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jimmy K. Wright. Doesn't say that on the roster.
It's our first time. Well, it's just kind of a known in Linton. So
nice drive. There's a shot off the glass, and Scarborough will make it count. Tanner gets his first 2 of the night, the 6'2" sophomore. 3:30 to play in the game. 62-32. Miners by 30. They feed Briley Williams, and boy, that's what I thought they should have been doing all along. Between he and Xavier Wise, I would keep feeding those 2. They can make some things happen out here. 62-34. 3:15 to play in the Stanger home scoreboard. Jimmy K with the ball. Kingston Crane wants to back in, wants to go into Jimmy. Ball knocked away. Williams coming the other way, the big fella, dribbling the ball full length of the floor. Spins around, a lot of traffic, and now a foul is called on the floor. Williams was spinning around. Scarborough was there on the defense. Tanner will get the foul.
I think we have a problem with the scoreboard, Kevin, because I put it on the Miners. It puts it up on the T-Bird. So we're going to work on that during the intermission between the 2 games.
New substitute there coming in for the Birds. Williams trying to find somewhere to go with the ball. He misreads the cutter. And Kingston Crane will walk it up over the logo. 2:45 to play in the ball game. The junior varsity game, the varsity tilt yet to come. Owen Smith looks inside. Nothing doing there. Scarborough left side. The ball is mishandled there by Noah. Is that Cattle or Cadell, or do we know? Caddell. I don't for Miners. I don't know.
Cadell, probably.
Cadell. Working on the right side is Coomer. Trey on the way. It looks good, and it is. Great shot by Noah Coomer, a Walton Funeral Service 3-pointer. 60-37. Miner lead now down to 23. Just a shade over 2 minutes to go in this ball game. Kingston Crane goes around the screen. Feeds it back to Scarborough. Gets a shot up, and he makes it count. Tanner gets his 4th point of the night. 6'2", going up against 6'3", Briley Williams. Pass over in the corner, and they step on the end line, I thought, when they were driving, but no, it's a foul.
Kevin, Jimmy K. Wright is named after his I guess it would be his great-grandfather, who was Jimmy Wright, mayor for many years in Linton. So that's his namesake. Goes by Jimmy K.
Jimmy K. Nice feed to Briley Williams, but he cannot make it count. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Linton. Fish Monuments, located at 289 A Street Northeast in Linton. They'll meet with you to design special cemetery monument, whether you're pre-planning or have recently experienced the death of a loved one. Call Fish Monuments in Linton or reach them by phone, 930-236-3002. Harrison James bringing the ball up. On the right side to Ian Motter. Back to James. 1:30 to play in the game. In this junior varsity game, now traveling is called there on the Miners. So the Birds will have another chance here. Noah Coomer bringing it up. Harrison James will pick him up. Tries a nice feed into Williams, but Jimmy K comes up with the errant pass. Motter looks determined. Kicks it back out. Scarborough out on top. Harrison James. 1 minute to go in the game. Drive, shot blocked by Williams. Clean block, and Briley's coming the other way. Williams kicks it back out. A tray on the way. No good. Rebound is pulled out of there by Scarborough. Gets it to Harrison James, and we're down to 40 seconds remaining in this ballgame. 62-37 on the Stanger home scoreboard. Jimmy K didn't even see that pass. Harrison James threw it, and Jimmy K was waiting to make a cut. We're down to 30 seconds now to play. 62-37. Coomer on the right side will take another tray. That misses everything. Nice save, however. Good hustle save there by Carter Bailey. There's a shot off the glass. Driving to the hoop by Patrick McGee, his fourth. 14-10. Miners will just walk it up across the midcourt line. That'll do it. 62-39. The Miners came out on fire defensively in that second half to pull away and hold the Thunderbirds to only 14 points in the second half. So they win it going away, 62-39 on the Stanger Homes scoreboard. So stay tuned for the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show when we return. This is Rader Media Sports. At Jordan and Vaught Insurance Agency, you don't pay extra for the over 80 years of combined experience that will be available to you when dealing with questions about your auto, home, farm, life, or Medicare supplements. They're always there to help from 8:30 to 5 p.m. on weekdays at 123 South Franklin Street, the very same Bloomfield location since 1972. You may not realize the value of experience until you need it the most. Call Jordan and Vaught Insurance, your friends with experience, at 812-384-3535.
Finding the best coverage for your home, auto, life, and business isn't always a walk in the park. I'm Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agent. Whether you're buying your first car or starting your own business, finding the right coverage can be a challenge. With great companies like Auto Owners Insurance, I can find the appropriate coverages so that you and your family can be better protected. Come see me, Audrey Sparks, to discuss what coverages are right for you, or give me a call at 812-847-4798.
So there's currently a duck toss right now for a fundraiser for the Eastern-Greene girls basketball team. So,
and the point of it is?
Well, it's a fundraiser, so they're raising some money and some
But
funds.
are they trying to get to the center?
They're trying to get to the bullseye right there in the center, which is the
Ooh,
Thunderbird.
that was close.
That was a roll.
Well, they might have a tough decision to make here.
So we're going to go ahead and start with our pregame festivities, as mentioned earlier. This pregame is sponsored by Jordan and Vaught Insurance. So call Ross and his staff at Jordan and Vaught Insurance for all of your insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, or life. His friendly staff treats you like family, making sure you are covered. So call 812-384-3535 today. And we are waiting here for both teams to enter the playing floor for warm-ups as soon as all of the ducks are cleaned up.
And they're out in the midst of doing just that right now. So we come in, the Eastern-Greene Thunderbirds coming in with a record of 5-9 on the year, and Linton-Stockton coming in with a record of 12-2. The last outing for both teams, Eastern-Greene lost to South Knox their last time out, 55-46. The Linton Miners lost to Terre Haute South in a close one, 55-53, only their second loss of the year. So the Miners probably wanting to, they can't avenge that tonight, but they want to get back on track tonight here on the road at Eastern-Greene. Boy, look at that banner. That is a big banner.
Got a runner. Yep.
So will the Thunderbirds run through that?
They will run through that.
Wow. That's kind of impressive. The Miners are huddled over here on the left side. On the right side is where Eastern-Greene obviously will enter with their cheerleaders lined up. Great crowd on hand tonight here at the home of the Thunderbirds. As Heather pointed out, a SWIAC game tonight. Miners wanting to keep control here of the SWIAC. Winning tonight.
There we go.
There we go. Eastern-Greene taking the floor. And the Linton Miners take the floor. Paul Oliver leading the way. A lot of flags, a lot of pageantry. Love it. It's what high school basketball is all about in Indiana.
It's what Friday nights are all about. When you're not in football season, best place to be is in a basketball gym on Friday night.
Eastern-Greene coming out of the white uniforms with the red lettering and numerals and the red and black striped pants. Miners coming out in their all red jerseys with white lettering and numerals. The road attire. We're a good 18 minutes away from the start of this one. It should be an interesting basketball game. Miners have already, as Heather's pointed out, have had some problems with the flu that has been going through the school.
And we should mention the flu is I think it's the norovirus, but also the respiratory flu. So we've been told by a number of people that it's either that you have the norovirus, which is the stomach issue, fever, or it's the respiratory, the head colds and so forth. And it's been, from what I've read and from what I've heard from some educators in multiple schools, it's taken out a lot of students and it's taken, its toll. But, they always say that if you're sick, you need to stay home so you can keep, obviously, some germs away. We have lots of people standing behind us here, Kevin, reading over our shoulders, so that's kind of interesting.
Coach Matt Britton told us earlier today that about six members of the team have had a little trouble with that this week.
Right.
And then I believe you were also informed that the Thunderbirds have had a little problem with that as well. So
they have.
It's not where it favors one team or another, but both schools trying to cope with it.
Right. For those that are
it'll be interesting to see, I'm sorry, Heather, to see if that changes any of the starting lineups. From what we were told, it will not. But we'll have to keep an eye on that. That's the kind of thing that can develop. We'll have to watch.
We're going to take a really quick time out again to hear from the Indiana High School Athletic Association and then come right back with one of our Minor Pride sponsors, Team Ortho. This is Rader Media Sports.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
3 specialty clinics with 3 top-notch providers right here close to home. Greene County General Hospital's Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care are the area's go-tos when it comes to your care. Team Ortho is home to the county's only board-certified orthopedic surgeon, Dr. John Hammerstein. Dr. Matthew Parmenter is a board-certified foot and ankle surgeon with more than 35 years' experience. And board-certified general surgeon Dr. Cam Gabrielson is trained to diagnose a wide range of diseases that may require surgery. Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care, the trio you can trust. They're all part of the Greene County General Hospital family. Our family, caring for yours. Music's blaring, dancers dancing, basketball players warming up. It is basketball season in Indiana. It's hard to believe, Heather, that it's getting to the point where it's actually starting to wind down, at least for the girls, as they've got sectionals coming up next week.
Obviously, that's a good lead-in to what we need to inform all of our viewers from both sides of the court, whether it be Linton-Stockton or whether it be Eastern-Greene, because both of these schools are in the 2A sectional 47. So on Tuesday, we will head to North Knox, where we will be covering the Linton-Stockton versus Sullivan Golden Arrows first game of the 2A 47 sectional, which will be followed by the West Vigo versus Eastern-Greene girls game, the second game of the sectional. And then we will travel back down on Friday to cover South Knox versus the winner of Linton-Stockton and Sullivan, followed by the winner of North Knox and the winner of West Vigo and Eastern-Greene. So then we'll turn right around on Saturday, go back for the championship, which is on Saturday. So Rader Media Sports has been approved to cover all 5 games for next week's girls sectional at North Knox High School. And Kevin, you and I are very excited about it. It's our second year to return to do that, and little Neil Diamond is going to take us away right now.
You know, who knew that a song written about Caroline Kennedy when she was a young girl and her father obviously was assassinated, after that, Neil Diamond wrote Sweet Caroline. And who knew that it would become what it has? Every sporting event in America plays this song, and the crowd sings to it. I just wonder, sometime I've never heard anybody ask, and I'm sure someone has, Caroline Kennedy, how she feels about that. It's interesting.
Well, we should mention for those of you that are joining, because we do have quite a bit of people on our YouTube station right now, as well as the Champions Network, that may not be familiar, Kevin, with what you did in your prior work role. So you want to go ahead and explain to a few people exactly who's listening here, exactly what you did prior to covering with Rader Media Sports.
Well, I started out in radio for about 10 years and then advanced to television years ago in Nebraska, rural Nebraska. Called games for the University of Nebraska Kearney, which included the NAI National Championships 2 years in a row at Kemper Arena in Kansas City. And then I switched to television sports and did television sports for a while, and then switched to news and moved to Green Bay, Wisconsin for 5 years, and then on to Indianapolis, where I worked at WTHR for 30 years, retired how long ago?
5 years this summer.
5 years ago, after covering politics and features, including Only in Indiana, for WTHR. And have retired now and find myself back where I started, doing some sports games with the woman who's made it all possible, Heather.
Well, we've made it all possible. It's not you and it's not I. We're a really good team, and we have a really great team of color announcers that sit in with us occasionally, most games. But we'll tell you, all told, is what makes this so special is the athletes, the coaches, the community, the people that we see sitting across here at the stands, these minor fans that have welcomed us into their homes. Got a pretty good crowd here right now tonight, which is pretty awesome. But it's also meeting athletic directors and other people across Indiana when we go and we are able to feature their schools, because you and I don't shy away from going on the road for Linton-Stockton, because how many games have we covered now where we've been 3 hours away? So it's been pretty awesome. And we're very excited to be able to not only follow the Miners, but we're able to put the highlight on the schools that they play as well. So we're very excited about that. What I'm enjoying is not only all the music and seeing the cheerleaders dance, but you notice some of these athletes, when they come off the hoop, they kind of are dancing a little bit too. Which is kind of cool. So
good music selection so far, I can tell you that. Best of luck to the Linton Miners this season. Bender Lumber proudly supports our area student athletes, from building supplies to expert help with your projects. Bender Lumber has you covered. Everyone at Bender Lumber in Linton is rooting for the Miners. At Indiana Farm Bureau, we're not just good at insurance, we're good at your insurance. Talk to your local agent, Jathan Wright. He's here with you, whether you want to talk in person, get started online, or you can call him at 812-798-2615. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood. Now, are they doing this scripted kind of dance to this down here?
Well,
Heather?
this is actually a dance. So this is a song that has a dance to it.
Oh.
So.
Well, you can tell I've lived in a cave. The snow and cold are plentiful this year, so watch out for the ice. Make sure your vehicle is protected now. Call Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance to melt your worries away. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Autumn Trace. Now I can't get through the commercial.
It's all right. You want me to do this one
Yes,
for you?
yes.
Autumn Trace of Greene County is the perfect setting for seniors to call home. Seniors can live as independently as they wish while enjoying as much supportive care as they may request in their daily lives. From their 24-hour care staff, call Jessica and her friendly staff at 812-699-4464 to schedule your tour. Come and find out why so many of your friends and neighbors have already picked Autumn Trace as their choice to age in place.
You know, we can't get into the giggles because there's not a third person to toss to. So
Nope.
let's just straighten up here and fly right.
We're good. Are you looking for TV or high-speed internet? Give Mike Moore a call at Midwest Satellite. He offers Dish TV plans starting at $91.99 a month and T-Mobile high-speed internet for $60 a month. Call Midwest Satellite at 812-847-8848. Call Mike. He will treat you right. And Crane Credit Union offers checking accounts to fit your needs. We have a high-yield option, free debit cards, and online banking and free checks for members 60 plus. With no monthly service fees, you can start letting your money work for you. Learn more at cranecu.org. Kevin, we're going to take a really quick timeout, and we'll be right back in just a moment. This is Raider Media Sports.
Got to get it in the air. Shot up. It's a three-pointer. Jackson Miller calls the big shot. Bingo! Oh, my God. We thank those Raider Media Sports sponsors who make our broadcast free to view for those at home, abroad, and who watch on the replay. Whether you're a Miner Pride sponsor, one sports sponsor, or simply appear as rotating banner sponsor, Raider Media Sports helps to promote you well beyond the broadcast. You appear in many live broadcasts each game night, but many rewatch after the final buzzer or horn, giving you increased exposure for years to come. You're listed on each sports web link on RaiderMediaSports.com, giving visitors the opportunity to hyperlink directly back to your business website or social media page. Game day social media graphics list your business or name as another reference to you. And we're developing additional ways to give extra promotions to our Miner Pride sponsors even after a signed contract, all free of charge. Reminder, 30% of all sponsorships received are donated directly back to Linton-Stockton schools. The remainder is used for IHSAA fees, our Miners Broadcasting Student Club, scholarships, equipment, travel out of town, and even out-of-state games, and donated back to other causes within our community.
Getting through, they break out in the open. Can they do it?
Come on, Jesse.
At the 50. Run, Jesse, run!
Oh, yeah!
30,
Go, baby!
20, 10, 5. Touchdown! Oh, mama!
So what are you waiting for? Sponsorships start as little as $100 a season, which includes regular and postseason play. Let us help get your business, organization, and family name before thousands through dedicated social media marketing. Raider Media Sports prides itself in marketing. Raider Media Sports prides itself in hard work and professional coverage while providing night in, night out work for all things Linton-Stockton. Welcome back to the home of the Thunderbirds of Eastern-Greene, where they're getting ready to host the Linton-Stockton Miners. Now, we said earlier when we first got here tonight, Heather and I went on the air before the junior varsity contest that has just ended. And I said that I think this is maybe one of the best facilities that we've been in. I just love this gymnasium. And now that you see it about at least half or three-quarter full, it's just alive. There's a real, everybody's dancing around. And
as they walk behind us, they are. It's
a great atmosphere.
Now, Kevin, you mentioned earlier that you thought this was a high-scoring JV matchup with the JV winning 62-39. I'm going to go back into our archives for this season because obviously we cover JV, so we keep track of that. And let's get a couple of updates on scoring. When Linton JV went on the road at Mitchell, they won over Mitchell 56-47, so that was kind of close in scoring. Let's see here. I know that there was another one that was pretty close. Evansville Christian had a 46-38 JV score. At North Davies, it was 53-45. So that was a good high-scoring game as well. And so that brings us now to this game of 62-39. So this does take the cake as the highest-scoring JV for Linton-Stockton. And you might ask where I found all this information this quick. You can go to www.radermediasports.com and click on all the team information that's in the team link. Go right down to boys basketball. You can see all of the players with their pictures. You can see the schedules. You can see the scores. And you can also see the sponsors that have made tonight's broadcast for you at home free to view.
Both teams now on the floor. The Miners have just come out of the locker room. And the Thunderbirds are already warming up on the floor. And we're still about 3 minutes away from the opening festivities, which, of course, as we always say, will be the national anthem, followed by the starting lineups. What?
School song for Eastern.
So they've got to stand, and we understand that.
You know, my dad taught here. This was one of his first teaching jobs out of college. It's actually where he met my mom. She was guidance counselor here at Eastern.
Is that right?
When he met my mom. So,
wow,
Eastern,
this is kind of a special place for you.
Eastern is always going to have, obviously, a piece of my heart. And then we should also mention, too, that Aaron Buskirk, who's the athletic director, he and I, along with Clarence Johnson, who was one of the assistant basketball coaches for Sullivan the other day, we actually ran detasseling crews for my dad. So
small world.
Small world. So I've known Aaron Buskirk pretty much my entire life, and you're not going to find a better human than him. And
he'll be our guest at halftime.
He's going to try to pop up if he has the opportunity. There's lots of things going on tonight, so he was very clear with us that he may not be able to pop up here, but he's going to do everything he can to slip away to come and kind of talk about how Eastern-Greene will be the host for the boys sectional the first week of March.
Yeah.
Kevin, we're going to take a really quick timeout to preview tonight's ball game. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Whether it's the classroom, the field, the stage, or the court, it's time for another production of Rader Media Sports, home of the Miners, on the Champions Network of the IHSAA. Welcome back to Eastern-Greene High School, the home of the Thunderbirds, and we're just seconds away now from the opening festivities here, so we can get started with this varsity contest between the 5 and 9 Thunderbirds and the 12 and 10 Miners from Linton-Stockton. You know, there's people everywhere. I mean, look at all these people lined up along here, and just Miners getting lined up here, and for the anthem, the Thunderbirds, the T-Birds, still kind of, well, they're getting lined up there as well. I thought they might have been around their coach a little bit, but nope. 20 seconds away from the start of what we hope will be a great night of basketball.
What people don't see based on the camera view that I'm showing you is that the crowd is probably 4 times as thick behind us. So there is not many seats directly behind us.
Three-quarter full, I would say, and this is a huge facility. That's the reason it's going to host the boys sectional. Here's our buzzer. Let's listen in here.
Eastern-Greene High School Gymnasium for tonight's boys basketball contest between the visiting Linton Miners and your Eastern-Greene Thunderbirds. In the spirit of sportsmanship, that's all fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you. Abusive language or disorderly conduct is unacceptable and not welcome at IHSAA events. Let's afford the student athletes, coaches, officials, and your fellow fans the respect they deserve. Eastern-Greene High School is a tobacco-free campus. Smoking, chewing, and or vaping are forbidden from the property. Your cooperation is appreciated. No pass-outs for any person is allowed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please rise, and gentlemen, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, by Don Keller.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the bombs bursting in air, gallant cruise through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the
Did they say Don Keller?
Don Keller.
That was tremendous. Wow. That was just tremendous. Let's listen into the starting lineups.
For the Linton-Stockton Miners.
Brought to you by Kluster Construction of Linton.
Cooper Smith.
Cooper Smith averaging 4 points a ball game. Jackson Miller averaging 7. The point guard, the quarterback. Paul averaging 18. That may have dipped a little bit in the last couple of games. We'll see how he's doing tonight. Hayden Feltner coming in, averaging 3, but he may have increased that lately. And Connor Daly coming in, averaging 15 points a night. Now, let's catch the Eastern-Greene Thunderbirds.
And now the starting lineup for your Eastern-Greene Thunderbirds. Starting number 2, he's a guard, Aiden Decker.
Number 2, Aiden Decker.
Up next, it's number 10,
5'8" sophomore.
he's Colby Ice.
I didn't catch who that number 10, Kobe Sykes. Number 12, Kyan Hudson, who leads them in most categories. Roman Valentine, number 14, guard, 5'9" senior.
And last we have number 24, he's a forward,
Dane Talbot, 6'1", junior, forward. Kobe Sykes, Aiden Deckard, Roman Valentine, Dane Talbot, and Kyan Hudson. For the Miners, Cooper Smith, Jackson Miller, Paul Oliver, Hayden Feltner, Connor Daly. Folks, we are ready for basketball.
First quarter sponsored by Key Associates of Linton, your key to the very best.
Paul Oliver at 6'3" to jump up against Dane Talbot at 6'1". On both sides of the logo, the Miners win the tip. Jackson Miller will bring it up. He'll walk it across that logo. E.G. at center court for Eastern-Greene. Right side. Connor Daly to Jackson Miller. Back to Daly. Connor back to Jackson Miller. They get it inside to Paul. Oliver is trapped. He's double teamed. Has to get the ball out of there. Can't. It's stolen. Great play. Kyan Hudson comes away with the ball, the freshman. Working on the left side to Valentine. Miners open up in a man-for-man. Working on the right side. Sykes with the ball. Gets it to Valentine. Now they're getting it back out on top again to Kobe Sykes. Kyan Hudson, the freshman, takes it up. Oliver disposes of that. I'm not sure if that was a pass or a shot. But either way, Kobe Sykes has the ball. Hayden Feltner guarding him. Roman Valentine with the ball now on the right wing. Gets it to Deckard. Now on the left side to Sykes. Back out on top. Talbot. Moving the ball around very deliberately. Aiden Deckard with it. To Hudson. Now back out on top to the cutter. Valentine coming out. Get the feeling they're going to try to maybe decrease the number of possessions they're going to have tonight. That might be their way of fighting here. There's a wide open shot by Talbot. Up, no good. So the Miners coming the other way. Paul Oliver with it on the right wing. Cross court. Connor Daly wide open. In and out, no good. Rebound by Oliver. The fake and the off the glass. 2 points for Paul. And the Miners strike first. 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 2-0. On the Stanger Homes scoreboard. Valentine works it on the right side to Sykes. Hudson, nope, there's a shot on the way. Up, no good. That shot was actually by Kobe Sykes. Oliver with it. To Jackson Miller. Connor Daly back to Miller. Back to Oliver. The T-Birds opening up in a 2-3 zone. They get it in. Cooper Smith, Oliver, Jackson Miller wide open. The tray, good.
Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot for Jackson Miller.
5-0 Miners. Now the JV started this way, and the lead got to as large as 10, and they never surrendered it the rest of the way. Kobe Sykes to Talbot, back to Sykes. Starts to drive. Misses the cutter, waves for help. He needs somebody to help him. He gets the help from number 12, Kyan Hudson. Connor Daly is on him. There's a long-range tray on the way. Shot no good. The rebound and a great no-look pass for an easy hoop for Dane Talbot. Great pass that I think was by Kobe Sykes. Great assist. 5-2 Miners. 4:35 to play in this first quarter. Oliver. Jackson Miller. Wants to go inside to Cooper Smith. Cooper gets the shot up, and they whistle a foul, and I think it's going to be on Kyan Hudson. Cooper Smith will go to the line. It's interesting that already getting set to come in is Jake Rose. There's a shot that's short by Cooper. Cooper's averaging 4 a game, but he's so much more valuable than a point total. Jackson Lent coming in, and right now heading out is Hayden Feltner.
Say hello to Sharon Edwards, who's watching on YouTube.
Second free throw up, no good. Oliver tips it out, however. Lent comes up with the ball. Goes on the left side to Jackson Miller. Miners get another try here. Paul Oliver with the tray. 3 for Paul.
Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot.
8-2. Miners jump out to a 6-point advantage early. Deckard with the ball on the left wing. Miners in that man for man. Valentine dribbling with the right hand to the right side. Goes back to the left hand. Now wants to drive. Nope. Ball tipped away. Tried to pass it. Paul Oliver comes away with it. Paul off the glass. No good. Rebound is pulled down and put back up by Cooper Smith. Oliver brings it down and goes back up. And they're going to say there's a foul on the floor, so it will not be a shot. Miners had a chance for something there, but great defense by Kyan Hudson, the freshman, on Paul Oliver. Cooper Smith now heading out. As we said, and Jake Rose is coming in.
I think there's going to be a lot of substitutions today, just due to
health issue is going to be, there's a foul called. It's going to be against the Miners.
But that's really great, Kevin, because we have a lot of depth on the Miners side.
Foul on Lent. They're bringing the ball up here. Eastern-Greene with it out on top now. Valentine backs up almost all the way to the logo at half court. Now gets it to Kobe Sykes. He does perch on the logo. Bounce pass left side. Connor Daly steals it. It's a 1-on-2. Can he make it count? Euro step. Shot. No good. Connor gets the rebound. Tries to go back up. It looked like it could have been a jump ball, but the referee is going to call, I believe, a foul on number 10, Kobe Sykes. Really, I thought Sykes did a great job on that. But he comes away with a foul. That's the way the ball bounces sometime. Connor Daly will go to the line. Connor hits it. 9-2, 3:13 to play in the first quarter. Again, Jake Rose, Tucker Lent, Paul Oliver, Connor Daly, and Jackson Miller, the lineup now for the Miners. Second free throw by Connor, good again. Maybe it was that breakfast this morning. He's doing pretty well out here tonight. Working on the right side. The T-Birds trying to find, there was an opening. They did not pass it to Kyan Hudson. Get it out on top now to Peyton Lewis, the big fella who's checked in. He's 6'1", senior. No, we're not going to challenge Paul Oliver at the hoop. Little movement by Valentine, shake and bake, no dice. Kyan comes around the corner, hits his man in the corner. That's Talbot. Talbot dribbling with the right hand. Now kicks it back out on top. They go back to him. Talbot on the right wing now. Paul Oliver picks him up. Driving with the left hand, fakes. Goes over Paul Oliver, no dice. Paul blocks it. Nice feed underneath there. Shot up, no good. Lent just rips it out of there. Jackson Miller will bring it the other way. 2:15 to play now in this first quarter. Feltner getting ready to check back in. Connor Daly low to Paul Oliver. Now to the cutter, Lent. Kicks it back out to Miller. Back to Connor Daly. In the corner to Jake Rose. Jake back to Daly. Left side, Jackson Miller. They want to reset. Connor Daly. Paul Oliver takes the tray. Yes.
Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot for Paul.
Second one. He has 8 for Paul. Miners up by 10 now, 12-2. Working with the ball is Valentine. Gets it handed off now to Talbot. His shot is up, no good. Connor Daly pulls down the rebound. Jackson Miller walks it up. Jake Rose, Oliver, Rose, Jackson Miller. Underneath, Paul Oliver. 2 points. 6-10 for Paul Oliver, and the lead is 15-2 with 1:13 to play in this first quarter. Miners on the Stanger Homes scoreboard.
Good replay right there by Paul.
There you go. Sweet.
Going to take a real quick timeout and be with you in just a moment. This is Raider Media Sports.
Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Is your family protected? Contact Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Alicia Cornelius to discuss auto, home, farm, life, business needs. It's not about just protecting her family, she says. Let me protect yours. Proudly serving Indiana, 812-582-8941 to speak with Alicia. One agent for all of your insurance needs. Just 1 minute and 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Miners with a commanding 15-2 advantage. Get it over on the left side to Valentine. Out on top to Peyton Lewis. Peyton goes on the right side to the freshman. And that ball's going to go out of bounds now. And pointing to himself is Kobe Sykes, saying that was my fault.
We want to say hello to Rick and Linda Crines, who are watching from home. Also to Mike Morin, who's watching Raider Media Sports from the Washington Bowling Lanes.
Fantastic. Fantastic, Mike. Jake Rose with it on the right-hand side. Coach Britton yelling instructions. Paul Oliver holds the ball, now sets it up.
Kevin, you're a pretty good bowler.
Oh, no, not anymore, but my mom was a good bowler. I remember spending a lot of time at the bowling alley as a kid. Feltner has checked in the ball game. Gets it to Connor Daly. Connor drives, feeds it to Oliver's, cutting to the hoop. It's knocked out of bounds by the Thunderbirds. 22 seconds now remaining in this first quarter. 15-2 Miners in the Stanger home scoreboard. Had it their way. Jake Rose all alone, but they give it to Paul Oliver, and his jumper is sweet. 2, 4, 6, 12 already for Paul Oliver in the first quarter. I'd say Paul's ankle is okay. Here's the ball tipped out of bounds. They're going to say, are they going to call a foul here against Connor Daly? I think we'll call him for a push. Yes, foul on Connor. That's the second team foul on the Miners so far. 3 so far on the T-Birds. No danger in shooting here. Just 5 seconds now remaining in this first quarter. They get it in on the right side. Want to go around the screen. Jumper in the air is going to roll no good. Jake Rose pulls down the rebound, and that's going to do it for quarter number one. A commanding 17-2 advantage for the Linton Miners on the Stanger home scoreboard. This is Raider Media Sports.
We use our sportsmen for everything around our property, like plowing snow all winter. We can't wait to put it to work.
Since 1973, Linton Cycle Sales.
Welcome back to Raider Media Sports. Team Ortho is Greene County's only orthopedic clinic featuring board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. John Hammerstein. Team Ortho also has lead athletic trainer Jed Arsenault, who works with Linton-Stockton student athletes to help minimize the risk of injury. Call Team Ortho today at 812-847-3381. Greene County General Hospital, our family, caring for yours. And are you looking to sell your home? Century 21 Sheets agent Corey Motter specializes in getting top dollar for his clients with a proven track record and personalized marketing strategies. Corey strives to make selling easy and stress-free. Get the results you deserve and close it with Corey. The second quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton.
There, the ball is inbounded. Kobe Sykes with it. Gets it to Kyan Hudson, the freshman. Got to keep an eye on him. He's a ball player. Now there is a almost stolen by Cooper Smith, but Peyton Lewis does a good job maintaining control. There's a nice backdoor pass, and Kyan Hudson puts it in for 2. First 2 for Kyan. 4 points now for the T-Birds. It's a 17-4 advantage for the Miners. Connor Daly with it. Working on the left side with the left hand. To Jake Rose, to Reuben Goodman, who's checked into the game now. Now inside, Feltner drives, shot up, no good. Rebound is pulled down by Big Peyton Lewis. Coming the other way. Sykes puts up the tray off the back iron, no good. Kyan Hudson with the rebound. Kyan trying to muscle his way into Connor Daly. That's not going to work. Feeds it out to Kobe Sykes. Now there's a tray on the way, up no good. That was a shot by Hudson. I think that might have been Roman Valentine. Daly. Great move to the cup. Shot no good. He left it short. Goes out of bounds off the Miners. T-Bird ball. 6:58 to play in the first half. Jake Rose checks out. Sorry, Heather.
Jackson Miller checks in for Jake Rose.
Jackson Miller checks in. And we have a substitute in for, it looks like Dane Talbot has checked out. I'm trying to see who's new in the ball game. I'm not seeing. Oh, here, number 2 maybe. Aiden Deckard is back in the game. That's what happened there. Valentine with the ball on the left. Starts to drive. Had an opening. Decided against it. Reuben Goodman is on him. Reuben at 6'2" and Valentine at 5'9". Kyan Hudson, soft jumper, sweet. Kyan stops, cans the jumper. He's got 4.
Stephen Janet Wade says, watching from home, go Miners and go Boilers.
17-6. Miners on top. Feltner with it on top to Jackson Miller. Jackson setting it up. Top of the key, works on the left side. Reuben Goodman, the freshman. Wants to go to Daly, can't. The defense is just too good by Valentine. Now there's a steal. We're coming the other way. Kobe Sykes wants to go coast to coast off the glass. No good. Foul called on Connor Daly. Connor doesn't think it's so, but it doesn't matter. I believe that's a second now on Connor Daly. And it should put number 10, Kobe Sykes, at the line. It is. It's 2-1 Connor. Kobe Sykes will step up. He's yet to score tonight. In fact, this is the first free throw of the night for the Birds. That one's good as gold. Kobe will get another one. Paul Oliver coming in. Feltner checking out. Kobe Sykes' second free throw. Good again. He gets them both. It's applause from the crowd. 17-8 now. Miners on top. So it's Jackson Miller, Paul Oliver, Cooper Smith, Jake Rose, and Reuben Goodman. Oliver going right to the cup, just using his power to get to the cup. 2, 4, 6, 8. 14 already for Oliver, and he's averaging 18. There's a... Oh, are they going to call a block? I thought that might have been a possibility of an offensive foul. Kyan trying to make something happen. But Jackson Miller picks up the foul. Valentine will inbound from the side. They get the ball to Sykes out on top. On the left-hand side to Hudson. Now back to Sykes. He'll drive. Want to kick it back out. Oliver predicted that and comes up with a steal. Jackson Miller on the left side. Backs it back out. Waves Oliver away to get traffic cleared out. Comes back off. Now stands at the logo. Goes on the right side to Goodman. Miller. 5 minutes remaining in this first half. 19-8 Miners by 11. Paul Oliver. Left side Miller. Jackson's cut off. Jake Rose is open for the tray. Shot no good, but they're going to say a foul by Kobe Sykes, and that was a three-point attempt by Jake Rose. He'll be shooting 3 at the line.
Hadley says go Miners, and as always, boiler up.
2 of 4 from the free throw line of the Miners so far. See if Jake can improve that. No, he cannot. Misses the first. He'll get 2 more to try to make up for it. Takes a deep breath, pounds the rock 3 times, gets the free throw up, good as gold. He'll get another one.
Kevin, you know what I love is people are standing on this. Families are standing along this I guess, along the goal line.
That is really cool.
It's awesome.
Maybe we can get a shot of that later on, but that's pretty cool. Jake Rowe's second free throw is good. So he hits 2 out of 3 and punches the score to 21-8 Miners. 4:40 now to play in this second quarter. The T-Birds walk it up. Deckard with the ball. Out on top to Sykes. Long jumper by Kyan Hudson. That's no good. Jake Rose pulls it down. Gets it to Jackson Miller. Miners walk it up.
We're gonna pull this out here just a little bit.
T-Birds right now in a man-for-man. Jackson Miller on the left-hand side can't penetrate. The defense is too tough. Wants to kick it out. Gets it to Reuben Goodman. Goodman underneath to Cooper Smith. He spins, tries to go up with it. He goes up empty-handed. His pockets were picked. Sykes goes coast to coast and gets it. 4 for Kobe Sykes. 21-10. Miners. 3:50 now to play. Lint getting ready to check back into the next dead ball for Linton. Oliver on the right-hand side. Paul looks over the defense. Can't get the ball into Goodman. Jackson Miller. Oliver. Inside Cooper Smith. Cooper, they're going to call an offensive foul. He kind of used his shoulder to clear out some space and got the foul.
That foul on the Miners, number 2, Cooper Smith. And in for Linton, number 32, Tucker Lent.
Lint coming in. Reuben Goodman checking out for the Miners. And right now, number 2, Deckard has gone out, and number 50, Peyton Lewis, has come back in for Eastern-Greene. Talbot across half court. Dribbling with the left hand, sets it up on the right side. Gets it to the big man, Lewis. Cross-court pass, sharp pass to Hudson. He dribbles in, puts the shot up, no good. Lint comes down with a rebound. Oliver across the timeline. Left side, Jake Rose, shake and bake, gives it back to Oliver. Paul takes the shot. Oh my, Coach Britton called a timeout. That three-pointer by Paul Oliver went in, so it's for naught. So our score stays at 21-10 with 3:02 to play in this first half on the Stanger Homes scoreboard. Marsh Madness Sandhill Crane Festival brought to you by the Friends of Goose Pond in partnership with Goose Pond's Fish and Wildlife Area. Kickoff is Friday, February 14th and all day Saturday. February 15th, 2025 at Humphreys Park and Goose Pond Visitors Center. Visit www.friendsofgoosepond.org for more information.
If you need excavation work done, then you need to call Hall's Excavating. They do site work, utilities, septics, and land clearing. They even offer drain camera and cleaning. Call Hall's Excavating in Linton at 812-699-0200.
So we're coming back out here. Eastern-Greene, Linton to inbound the ball from the side. Jake Rose gets it in to Jackson Miller. Miller shuffles over to the left side. Paul Oliver takes it now in the wing. Top of the key. Jumper in the air. No good. Rebound is scraped out of there by Kobe Sykes. Top of the key. Trey on the way. Good.
Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot.
7 points for Kobe Sykes. His team has 13. He has half the point total for Eastern-Greene. Right side, Paul Oliver. Tucker Lint. Trey on the way. Back iron, no good. Oliver tips, gets the rebound, goes back up, and Paul gets it home. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 16 for Oliver. As we said, he's averaging 18. He may have his average by halftime. Into the right side to Peyton Lewis. Peyton now to Kyan. A reverse layup up, no good by the freshman. Hudson with a great move. It just didn't fall. Oliver takes it on the right side. Shot no good. But he is fouled. He should go to the line and shoot a pair. Connor Daly getting ready to check back in for the Miners. He must be coming in for Oliver because he's not moving. Paul will step to the line. This will be his first attempts from the line tonight. Boy, Heather, he just looks like he's hitting on all cylinders tonight, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Paul just looks smooth as silk. Connor Daly checks in. Cooper Smith heads out. It's the second one, and he has 18. 25-13. Miners lead it by 12. A minute 50 right now left in the ball game. Great feed and a great attempt by Peyton Lewis to muscle that ball through an attempted block. It was blocked, however, but he was fouled in the effort and go to the line. Jake Rose picks up the foul. Peyton Lewis has yet to score tonight. Big fellow takes a deep breath and fires it up. Off the back iron, no good.
We want to say hello to Kenneth Clements, watching once again from Plainfield, and says, "Go Miners."
Deckard in. Out is Kobe Sykes for Eastern-Greene. I think we have some interesting activities coming up at halftime, do we not, Heather?
Well,
Peyton Lewis.
I know that the
second free throw is good.
they had a lot of the stuff that they did, that they had planned, that they had informed us about, actually happened during the JV halftime of the.
Okay.
I assume that the cheerleaders or dance team will be performing. I know that right now they're having a fundraiser for the Riley Children's Hospital.
Connor Daly shot no good. Tucker Lent with a follow. Daly with a follow. As they pound the boards, Connor with 4. He's averaging 13 on the year. Up on the right side, Kyan Hudson, the freshman, double teamed, gets the ball away finally. He and Jake Rose tumble, but they wide open underneath was Deckard. Aiden should have went right up with it. Nobody was on him, but he turned around and looked around, and by that time 2 Miners had collapsed on him. Kyan Hudson with the ball to the right wing. Jake Rose comes out to meet him. Hudson with the left hand, drives, can't penetrate. Deckard with a shot, it's a tray, it's good.
Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot.
Aiden Deckard redeems himself with that 3-pointer. It's 27-17, 10-point ball game. Oliver kicks it back out to Jackson Miller. I would think the Miners will play for 1 here. He tucks the ball in now. Goes around a Lent screen on the left-hand side. Jackson now wants to come around on the right side to Oliver. Paul tells Jake Rose to move. Clears everybody out. 20 seconds now remaining in this first half. Oliver, little shake and bake, goes to the cup, rims no good, tip no good. Oliver with the follow, no good. Another follow by Paul, no good. Third time, no good. And the rebound is finally pulled out of there by Peyton Lewis. Peyton. There's a shot by, another close shot by Kyan Hudson. We had a 3-pointer like that in the JV game that went in for Eastern-Greene, but that one caromed away. 27-17 is our score at intermission. The Miners had about 4 or 5 tries at that to get it in and could not get that ball to fall. But we are at intermission on the Stanger Homes scoreboard. It's 27-17 Miners of Linton over Eastern-Greene. This is Rader Media Sports.
At Violet & Company, we love assisting each of you in all of life's special moments. We are a locally owned floral shop at 69 North Main Street in downtown Linton. Contact us at 812-847-3208 to purchase your arrangement for any special occasion or stop in for that perfect gift. Stay in touch with us on Facebook under Violet & Company for upcoming events and to see our latest creations. We encourage you to live life in full bloom.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports, and we're glad to be joined by Aaron Buskirk, Athletic Director here at Eastern-Greene High School. How you doing, Aaron?
Pretty good.
Good. Lots going on tonight. You have a huge crowd.
We do have a good crowd tonight.
This is awesome.
Now you've got more coming out here. What are we seeing here?
We are seeing our 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade boys basketball players and cheerleaders.
You know, I told you that I love this facility when we first came in, and I've told Heather that. But tonight, when you see it come to life, I mean, people lined all the way here on the side and behind us and everything. I mean, I can see why you're hosting the boys sectional.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And, yeah, we're very excited to be hosting sectional here in a month or so. And looking forward to it.
First of all, though, you've got girls action, really. I mean, we got a sectional coming up at
North Knox.
North Knox, thank you. I
You're good.
couldn't remember. Of all schools, that's the one I couldn't remember. But so how's your team shaping up? Who you matched up with in the first round?
Like I told you earlier, we were pretty pleased with our draw. I think everybody in the whole sectional was probably pretty pleased with their draw. Just at least start a sectional, get a game in, hopefully move forward, and then see what happens after that.
You have West Vigo, do you not?
We do
in
have
the first
West Vigo,
round?
yep.
And I know the Miners came away with Sullivan, which seems to be an annual. It's turned into an annual thing in the sectionals.
Yeah.
I'm not. I know they draw them randomly. So.
We were just happy not to get South Knox. It's been four out of the last 5 years we've played South Knox in the first game. So.
Now tell me a little bit about what else you have going on. I know you have more than sports going on, but you are the athletic director.
Well, we got a lot going on. Last weekend we had a busy weekend. Last weekend we had homecoming here, and also we started a Hall of Fame here for the school, so we had that last weekend as well on Saturday night.
Athletic Hall of Fame.
Athletic Hall of Fame here for the school. Yep.
And you know what? I should bring something up because I see the poster over here, and you informed me of this earlier. Jack Reese is one of the better players here, but he's injured.
Yep, he is injured tonight.
Tell us about Jack.
Oh, yeah, he went down just a couple weeks ago, hit his head pretty hard on the floor and has a concussion. So we're hoping to get him back here in a week or two, and hopefully he can finish out the season strong.
Hopefully for sectionals.
Yep,
huh?
it's senior year, so like I said, hopefully get him back. So.
And that's hard for a team when you lose maybe one of your best players.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about your team. I know we've watched a little bit. I'll tell you, Kyan Hudson, I can see why I've heard about him before I got here, and I can see why tonight.
Yeah, we're not very deep right now, but yeah, we got pretty good young core here, and looking forward to a few good years here before we get see what the alignments and stuff like that is still. So
now Heather tells me you guys used to what?
Detassel.
Detassel. Is that right?
It is true.
Yep. Had a pretty good boss, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
You know, I don't hate to admit this. This is kind of unique, but I actually detasseled one summer. So we're 3 for 3 on this, although I only did it one summer.
I tell you,
Kevin's work ethic wasn't the best.
You know, and Aaron, I think you'll speak for this, but when you're 12 and 13 years old and you have to get up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, waiting on the bus.
That's grueling work.
And you're out in hot sun that you cannot get away from.
Yep.
And then when you go home at night, you really don't want to have a social life. You really don't want to be with your friends because you just want to take a shower and go to bed.
Yeah.
Because you do it all over again. But the money was good.
It was good.
I mean, I
well,
know
you don't
for me,
spend it.
I know for me, I saved it and used it towards college. But
yep.
It tells you a lot about determination and work ethic and how you don't back down from responsibility. And I know that I will say this, that I think it would be a good job for a lot of kids nowadays to be able to have that opportunity, because you usually start first week of June, start Rogan, and then you detassel during July and get done right 2 weeks before athletics start, and your summer's gone.
Yep, your summer's gone.
Can I ask you a ridiculous question? Do they still do that? Or with equipment, is that gone the wayside?
Mainly by machines now.
A lot of them are done by automated machinery, and they don't have as many acres as they used to be. I know that we used to go to West Union, Illinois.
Yep, well, way over in Illinois, and a lot of in Carlisle and Merrimack area over there.
I remember a lot of days that I would just walk with my dad, and we'd take off and walk the field because it was short. You couldn't get a machine through it. But we just want to say thank you to you, because you answer questions, you answer emails, you stay on it.
You're one of the best.
You're one of the best, and we're
that.
very lucky here in Greene County to be able to have you.
Yep, thank you guys very much for doing all this.
What's all this now going on in front of us?
K through 8 cheer clinic. I think they're going to put on some cheers for us here in a second.
Great.
So I thought they were going to do some dancing, but they said no music. So they
is that
just
right?
going to be loud and proud.
There we go.
Well, thank you very much for joining us.
No problem.
Thank you for having us, and we look forward to seeing you in the sectionals.
Yep, we'll see you this week and down at North Knox, hopefully more than one night.
Yeah, that's
we're
exactly
going to cover
right.
it for you. So
and
I'm more
hopefully the
excited.
fans.
Yeah, we're doing all 5 games, so we'll see you up there.
I'll make sure the Eastern fans know that so that you guys can get shout-outs there too. So
We'd love it.
All right. Thank you
Thanks,
very
Aaron.
much.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
Thank
all
you.
right.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
All right.
Bye-bye. Well, Kevin, sadly to report there's been another plane crash in Philadelphia. I just got the alert, and I know many of you probably are seeing this. A Learjet has crashed in a neighborhood near the Philadelphia Mall. And so I just don't even know. Multiple houses have been on fire, causing explosions. I knew my phone was blowing up, but I thought it was just for
I can't
people.
get mine to
Yeah,
work, and there we're seeing.
It's just, I just don't know what to say. But we're going to get back to this game, but we want to I know a number of you have been letting us know to mention that and on air, so.
We should watch this a little bit.
This is adorable.
See if we can pick up some of this going on down here below us.
Lots of phones and cameras out to record this for.
As there should be.
Got cartwheels going on in the back. Pretty cool. Cartwheels going in the front. Some high kicks, some toe touches.
Now I think the last group getting ready to go.
This is tremendous for any age group. And I know that the Linton Miners are getting ready to host their own mini minor camp. Details of that are on all over social media. You'll see a number of moms standing right in front of us.
Oh, my.
That's amazing.
Those little ones are not afraid at all.
Nope. Not at all. Oh, my goodness.
No
Look
way.
at the one in the middle.
I know
Oh,
it.
my gosh. I'm going to zoom in on that.
Oh, my gosh. Fantastic job, kids.
I would venture to say a number of these students participate in travel cheer, competitive cheer. We've got one down here in the front. I'm going to zoom in on her. She's got a sparkle bow in her hair.
Eastern all the way. Cute kids. Greene County, well represented. I'm afraid, Heather, that people are probably not going to want to fly for a while.
I'm not.
After the second airplane crash in the last couple of days. Try to focus here on these kids and their beautiful smiles in the future that we'll all work to provide them. Great job by the kids. Let's take a break. It is intermission. It's a 27-17 lead for the Linton Miners by 10 over the Thunderbirds of Eastern-Greene. This is Rader Media Sports. Linton Sporting Goods has an over 20-year tradition of offering Hoosiers the best in sports equipment and apparel. They feature Wilson, Demarini, Louisville Slugger, Marucci, Mizuno, and much more. Get ready for any sports season by shopping at Linton Sporting Goods on Highway 54. Where the winners shop. Call Brock Anderson Construction for your home repair and building needs. Over 25 years experience in the construction field, striving to have you come home to quality. Call Brock at 812-798-5583. And he says, go Miners. Team Ortho Foot and Ankle Center is home to board-certified foot and ankle surgeon Dr. Matthew Parmeter. Has more than 35 years experience treating patients across Southern Indiana. For more info, call Team Ortho at 847-3381. Greene County General Hospital, our family, caring for yours. Crane Credit Union supports area schools and wants to encourage every student to do their very best. With youth and teen accounts, students can earn $4 on every A on their semester report cards. For more information, visit your local branch or find out more at cranecu.org. And let your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, Jathan Wright, help you think about insurance. Stop by the office, submit information online, or give him a call. 812-798-2615. I can read some scoring now here in the final minute here of this first half. Let's go over the scoring first of all for Eastern-Greene with 17 points at the intermission. Kobe Sykes with 7, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 tray and a bucket for 7 points. Aiden Deckert with 1 tray for 3. Roman Valentine played, did not score. Dane Talbot has 2. Kyan Hudson has 4. Peyton Lewis 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 1 point. Now, going to the Miners, there are 27 points at the intermission. Cooper Smith played, failed to score. Jackson Miller with a tray for 3. Paul Oliver, a command performance, 18 points at the intermission. That is 2 for 2 at the free throw line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buckets from the field, and also 2 trays for 6. So a total of 18 points for Paul Oliver. Hayden Feltner played, failed to score. Connor Daly with 4. 2 for 2 from the free throw line and 1 basket. Tucker Lint played, failed to score. Jake Rose, 2 of 3 from the free throw line for 2 points. And that's where we are, Heather, 27-17 at the end of intermission.
We should mention that this third quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton. Allie Walton, Mary Beth Gerald, and Audrey Sparks are there for you as they are your key to the very best.
Miners will inbound from the side. Cooper Smith, Jackson Miller, Hayden Feltner, Connor Daly, and Paul Oliver. For Eastern-Greene, it is number 10, Kobe Sykes, number 12, Kyan Hudson. Oliver goes right to the cup. Number 24, Dane Talbot. 20 for Paul Oliver.
Did we get that? I'm sorry. We got someone right in front of the camera. We got 2 points right there?
Yes, Paul Oliver.
Sorry.
That's all right. Not your fault. Working over on the left side. An attempted drive by Sykes. He stops, pulls up, though, and gets the jumper. Great move by Kobe and way to fight. He has 9 in the game, and it's now 29-19. It's still only a 10-point ball game. Feltner to Oliver. Out on top, Daly. Well, it was almost picked off there by Aiden Deckard, but there's a shot up and good. I didn't see who got that one, Heather.
Hayden Feltner, number 12.
Thank you. His first 2 of the night. Coming the other way, Miners man for man. Can he get over on the left side to Hudson? Paul Oliver's on him. Sign of respect there. Kyan only a freshman, but he can really play ball. He's going to set a screen there. Going on the right side is Kobe Sykes. He's going to come back out, whip the ball out on top to Hudson. Now he's picked up by Feltner and now tries to kick the ball out, and he's called for travel. He was kind of getting pinged around down there. Oliver and then Hayden Feltner, much bigger, 6'4" and 6'3". He was bouncing around down there like a pinball machine, but still shaking his head no, but it's a 31-19 Miner advantage. Connor Daly looked for a pick and roll, didn't develop, goes back out on top. Drive by Jackson Miller off the glass with a left hand. It's an and 1. What a move by Jackson Miller. That's 5 for Jackson, and he'll try to get his 6th. Let's look again here. Comes right there, up off the glass. Yeah, can't argue with that. He'll get another one. Nice Rader replay there, Heather.
Thank you.
Well, they stop it here as they get the net untangled. 6 in the game now. .6:25 to play, just underway here in the second half. 34-19, Miners by 15. Shot, Trey on the way, top of the key, no good. Rebound picked up by Paul Oliver, and he's pushed out of bounds. They're going to say he was pushed out of bounds, I think. Deckard gets the foul. Feltner inbounds to Jackson Miller. Jackson to Feltner to Oliver. Dane Talbot trying to do his best at 6'1" to guard Big Paul Oliver, but here is Jackson Miller, no good. Here come the T-Birds the other way. Kobe Sykes, cross court, tipped out of bounds. It'll belong to Eastern-Greene.
Kevin, I know a lot of people here in the Eastern and Greene County recently learned of the passing of Pat Yoho. She's kind of a staple here in the area, so we're sending our thoughts and prayers to the family.
Nice move to the glass by number 12, Kyan Hudson. Gets his first 2 in the second half. He has 6. 34-21. Jackson Miller on the right side. Gets it to Connor Daly. Back to Jackson. He waves everybody back. Valentine has the assignment of guarding Jackson Miller. It's not an easy one. They give it back to Paul Oliver. He goes to Feltner. He tries to cut to the hoop. He's cut off, and they're going to call a foul. And it's on Sykes. Is that his third? No, it's his fourth. Oh, wow. Kobe Sykes is going to have to go out of the ball game. A couple of substitutions are getting ready to come in. One is Peyton Lewis. The other one is huddled down in front of the scorer's table, and I can't see a number. I think making sure somebody's okay
I think
here.
we've got one here that's got maybe a leg cramp.
Dane Talbot. The first free throw is no good by Feltner. He'll get another.
Number 22, Kevin.
Number 22. I don't have a 20. Is that 22, right?
22.
Or maybe it's Dylan Kirkwood from the JV team. We'll see. I don't have a 22 on the varsity. Second free throw is up, no good by Feltner. Cooper Smith comes down with a rebound. Wants to kick it out, and it's stolen nicely by Hudson. Kyan comes down on the right side. Spins. Oliver picks him up there. And they call a timeout to save on the 5-second. I think what was happening there is Kyan was getting trapped on a double team, and they wanted to save him there. Timeout with 4:51 remaining here in the third quarter. 34-21 on the Stanger home scoreboard. The Miners on top. This is Rader Media Sports.
Rick Krine's Auto Detailing is the place to take your car, truck, or off-road vehicle for complete auto detailing and cleaning, and a ceramic coat that'll make it shine. Call Rick at 812-201-9551.
I'll make it shine like it's mine.
Proud to be your hometown grocer, Save A Lot encourages you to switch to their brands and save. This week includes $1.99 5-pound bag of russet potatoes and sweets that say, "It all for your Valentine," and bagged Hershey and Reese candy for $5.99. Remember to shop the dot and save a lot. Linton Sporting Goods is your local one-stop equipment shop for all things sports locally, and owned and operated in the family for 40 years. They'll make sure that you're ready to start the season or upgrade throughout the season. Find them on Facebook today. And give Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance a call. Whether you're buying your first car or starting your own business, she knows that finding the right insurance can be a challenge. Call 812-847-4798 today. Ball inbound by the T-Birds. Bounce pass, they get it into Hudson. His shot up and good. Kyan has 8. 34-23. The Miners have been in command the whole way, but they're really It's only an 11-point lead. Oliver starts to drive, goes by a double team. The ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Linton. A lot of talking around by the Miners, as though there might have been people might have been out of position on that play. Jackson Miller with the ball. Goes around his man. Can't get the shot up. He's now trapped down low. Feltner bails him out. Now Oliver. Nice feed to Lent, and he just banks it in. Tucker Lent gets his first 2 of the game. 36-23. Miners by 13. Roman Valentine on the left. Kyan Hudson wants to go back to Valentine. Does. Starts to drive. Now tries to pass underneath. Kick it back out. Trey on the way, and it's good. Nice shot by Kyan Hudson. I apologize. His first Walton Funeral Service three-pointer of the night. And he now has 10. He's in double figures. Feltner, the ball won't fall, but the foul will put him at the line. He's 0 for 2 at the line, but he'll try 2 more here. Jake Rose getting ready to check in. Peyton Lewis picks up that foul. That's his first. Short. Peyton just not being able to cash in at the line there. His second free throw. Good. 3 points now for Hayden. 37-26. Miners by 11.
Jake Rose in for Hayden Feltner.
Thank you. Jake, a freshman, number 4. And looks like he's going to pick up number 22, Dylan Kirkwood. They get it back to Kyan Hudson at the top of the key. Oliver's on him. Now Lent comes out for a double team. Kyan, little shake and bake, wants to go for the shot up and good, and one. He draws the foul, and it's going to be on Paul Oliver. Great movement with the ball by the freshman, Kyan Hudson. Seven, 11 now for Kyan. He's starting to come alive, keep his team in this ball game. He hits that for the and one for 12 points now in the ball game. There's a shot that falls for an and one. Jake Rose will be going to the line.
Replay.
Let's get a look at that. They feed it in. Jake with a hopper, and then up and in off the glass.
Well,
free throws up and good. 5 now for Jake Rose. Working on the right side, turnaround jumper. Guess who? Kyan Hudson's getting hot. 2, 4, 6, 8. 11, 12, 16 now for Kyan. Lint with it on the right side. There's the nice shot up by Jackson Miller, but it will not fall. And the rebound is pulled out of there by number 22, Dylan Kirkwood. And here comes Kyan Hudson, who's got hot now. The T-Birds only trailing by 9. There he goes. Gets it back out on top. Over in the corner, and they give it back to him. Shot no good. Rebound is a long rebound to Jackson Miller. Goes inside. Connor Daly left all alone. What a pass by Jackson Miller. 6 for Connor Daly. 42-31. Miners lead by 11. They go to a half-court press here. Put a little pressure. Hudson with the ball. Kicks it out now to Valentine. He's got a shot off the glass, no good. Lent picks up the rebound. Tosses it back to Paul Oliver. 1:30 remaining in the third. 42-31, Miners by 11. Jackson Miller to Oliver. With the left hand, pounds it. Up off the glass, no good. A foul call. Pull will go to the line. I'm thinking he might have even had his back to the hoop when he put that up. He just wanted to draw the foul. Valentine collects the foul. That's his second. Oliver going to the line. He's 2 of 2 from the line so far tonight. I jinxed him. Missed the first one. Reuben Goodman, Hayden Feltner coming in. Connor Daly and Tucker Lint heading to the bench. Oliver's second free throw, no good. Missed them both. Goodman battles for the rebound. They're going to say it's off Reuben. It'll be Thunderbird ball. Going with the full court pressure now. Getting a little tough. Hudson having trouble getting anything done with the ball there. He's pointing to one of his teammates, telling him where they needed to be, but the Thunderbirds call a timeout to save the possession. 42-31, Miners on top by 11 with 1:10 to play in the third quarter on the Stanger home scoreboard. This is Raider Media Sports.
City Linton employees are dedicated to providing the best and most reliable utility service, security, and safety for its families and students. As the new mayor, I agree with the sign, "You'll like Linton." But you'll really love our miners.
Welcome back to Raider Media Sports. See, here we go again. We've got
Thunderbirds bringing the ball up.
I think we have a little bit of issue with the score clock, Kevin.
Drive, nice feed, an easy bucket for Peyton Lewis on the assist. Great pass. That's 3 points now for Peyton out of the timeout. Great planned play, 42-33. Jake Rose with the ball. Jake will spin, go off the glass, and get the roll. 2, 4, 6, 7 of the game now for the freshman. He's averaging 5, so he's beating that tonight. Hudson. Between his legs, spins to the right hand. Now pivots and gets rid of the ball. With it now is Valentine. Backs off. Going to go for one with 16 seconds now remaining in this third quarter. There's movement by Sykes. Jumper on the way. No good. Rebound is pulled down by Peyton Lewis. They get a shot up at the last minute. Is it going to go? No. So at the end of 3 quarters, it is the Linton Miners 44 and Eastern-Greene 33 on the Stanger home scoreboard. This is Raider Media Sports.
It starts well before the lights are turned on. The grill at the grill is fired up well before the front door is unlocked and the first customer ventures in.
I've been coming to the grill for 30 years. It's the best restaurant in Greene County.
It's a Linton tradition that's lasted over 100 years and the same family for over the last 40. Open 7 days a week with carry out, and speaking of traditions, they have steak night every Friday and Saturday night. If you didn't stop by today, there's always tomorrow at the grill in downtown Linton.
Welcome back to Raider Media Sports. Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the local expert, Corey Motter. He knows Greene County inside and out. With years of experience and a passion for helping you find your perfect property. Close it with Corey and make your real estate dreams a reality. The Grill of Linton is open 7 days a week with a large menu featuring daily specials. Dine in or carry out your favorites for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Located in downtown Linton, this family-owned business has something for everyone.
Is your family protected? Contact Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Alicia Cornelius to discuss your auto, home, farm, life or business needs, not about protecting her family. She says, let me protect yours. Proudly serving Indiana. Call 812-582-8941 to speak with Alicia. One agent for all of your insurance needs. Deckard with the ball, passes it off to Valentine. They get it up underneath, reverse layup, no good by Hudson. Miners walk it up. They lead by 11 with 7:40 remaining in the game.
A reminder, this fourth quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton, your key to the very best. Allie Walton, Mary Beth Gerald, and Audrey Sparks.
Miners have gone back, well, not totally to the starting lineup. Feltner with the ball. Reuben Goodman now in the game, along with Jackson Miller, Paul Oliver, who just put that one in on the glass, and Connor Daly. 46-33, and we're coming the other way. Kyan Hudson with the ball. You get the feeling they're going to run everything through Kyan from here on out. Now there's a quick move by Kirkwood, and he gets stripped of the ball by Jackson Miller. Goes underneath. Feltner open and gets the two. He got lost in the traffic there in the transition. He gets his 5th point because Jackson Miller knew where he was. Deckard with the ball on the right side for Eastern-Greene. Gets it to Hudson. Kyan pulls up. Jumper, no good. Rebound is powered out of there by big Peyton Lewis, but then he loses the ball, and the Miners are coming the other way. Oliver has it knocked away from behind, and it's Miner basketball. Great hustle from behind there by Dylan Kirkwood, the freshman. He's going out now, and coming back in is Kobe Sykes. Kobe's gone out because of some foul problems, but he's back in there now. Jackson Miller looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Gets it to Oliver out on top. Paul behind his back, wants to cut to the rack, off the glass, 2. 24 for Big Paul. There's a tray on the way, and that looked good, and it is. Aiden Deckard gets his 2nd Walton Funeral Service 3-pointer. 50-36 Miners, just under 6 minutes to play. Miners playing on the road here at Eastern-Greene. Their next game, I believe, is a home game.
Next game period is tomorrow, as the Linton-Stockton Miners will host the North Knox Warriors. That's a 6 p.m. tip-off. Bring change to mind. Mental health awareness fair is going on out in the annex, so you're encouraged to wear green.
There's a shot off the glass. I think there was an attempted flop there that didn't mount to anything. Oliver gets the shot off the glass. 2, 4, 6, 8. 26 now for Paul.
I want to say hello to Ed and Sheila McCammon watching on YouTube.
Working it over there in the left-hand corner. Valentine with the ball. Feeds it out to Deckard. Shot up no good. Oliver with the rebound. Coming the other way. Jackson Miller walks it across the timeline. Feltner. Daly has the ball stripped away, but a foul is called. It's whistled on Hudson. Kyan Hudson picks up the foul. Jake Rose and Cooper Smith coming in. Hayden Feltner and Jackson Miller to get a rest. 4:51 to play, 52-36. Oliver feeds it out, and then Connor Daly takes it to the cup. No dice. Coming the other way. In the corner to Deckard. Talbot looking for somewhere to go with the ball. He gets it to Valentine. Valentine to the left wing. Looks inside, comes with a right hand to the right wing. It's picked up by Sykes. Takes it to the cup. Gets the shoots the basket and gets it in. He makes it, but I think this foul might be before the shot. 4:24 to play now. 52-36 Miners. Hudson to inbound. Shot off the glass, no good. Oliver pulls down the rebound. 52-36 in the Stanger home scoreboard. Cooper Smith with it on the left wing. Daly eyes it, doesn't pull the trigger. They go into Lint. No, Reuben Goodman, I apologize. Reuben turns around and gets it in. First two for Reuben. 54-36. Miners leading by 18. Talbot has the ball stolen away by Oliver. And let's see what the call is here. Lent getting ready to come in, as is Big Peyton Lewis. Reuben Goodman with the foul. Feltner getting ready to come in. Paul Oliver is coming out. And Reuben Goodman. Reuben Goodman and Paul Oliver go out. Feltner is in, and Tucker Lint has come in. So now it's Daly, Cooper Smith, Lint, Feltner, and Jake Rose for the Miners. Sykes with the ball on the left wing. Feltner will pick him up. Gets it out on top to Valentine. Valentine to Deckard. Tries to bounce pass it to Kyan Hudson, but he telegraphs it. Miners get the steal, and Connor Daly gets the hoop. Coming the other way, Deckard. Kicks it back to Sykes. Looking somewhere to get the ball. Gets it into the big fella, and he hits it, feeds it back out to Hudson. Goes up, fade away, and the shot was no good, but he draws the foul on Daly.
Want to say hello to Jamie Martin, who says, I'm late to the game because we've been decorating for the dance, but watching from home. That the dance is the Mommy and Me dance that's going on tomorrow for the Linton Elementary PTO fundraiser. Jamie, if you're listening, I have yard signs for you that came today, so I'll be in touch with you first thing in the morning.
15 in the game for Kyan. Second free throw is good. 16 now for the freshman. Reuben Goodman will bring the ball up for the Miners. Clock running, 3:14 to play, 56-37. Miners by 19. There's a ball tipped. Jake Rose is able to retrieve it. Gets it to Feltner out on top. And working on the right side to Lint. Tucker. Feltner. Just outside of the three-point line. Waits for Hudson to pick him up. Miners being very patient here. Just working the ball around with 2:45 to play. Goodman dribbles into traffic, loses the ball. Lent picks it up. Feltner on the right side. He's going to drive to the cup. No good. Players on the floor, and I think they're going to say there's a foul on the floor. We'll see what it is. Paul Oliver getting ready to check back in. Hudson. Right now, I don't know for sure what's going on. The referee is talking to I think the referees were trying to make sure no one was going to get hurt because some players were on the floor. And I think they paused it just for safety issues. And now I believe the Thunderbirds will inbound. Oliver has come back in the game. So it's Rose, Lint, Smith, Oliver, and Goodman for the Miners right now. Nice jumper on the left-hand side. Sweet jumper there by number 10, Kobe Sykes. He now has 11 in the game. Oliver bringing the ball up. And they're going to say he is fouled by Roman Valentine. 2:14 to play. Cooper Smith going out. Connor Daly is checked back in. There's I thought it was going to be stolen. It was a great effort by Hudson, but somehow Goodman came down with the ball. Get it to Connor Daly. Connor going around a screen on the right side. Fouled, I'm sorry, I can't get the word out, by Hudson.
We got a lot going on behind us, Kevin, right now.
2:01 to play in the game, 56-39 Miners. Goodman will trigger underneath the Miner hoop, and Deckard steals the ball away from Connor Daly. Kyan Hudson coming the other way. Reuben Goodman is on him. Pair of freshmen here. Little shake and bake, shot in the air, good. Sweet shot by Kyan Hudson. It's a tray. Walton Funeral Service tray, 2 for his second of the game. Time out on the floor, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 13, 16. He has 20 in the game. I just have to do it all in order there. 1 minute and 41 seconds remaining in the game. 56-42, Miners by 14 on the Stanger home scoreboard. This is Raider Media Sports.
Is your family protected? Contact me, Alicia Cornelius, your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, to discuss your home, auto, farm, life, or business needs. It's not just about protecting my family. Let me help protect yours too. Proudly serving Indiana, call to speak with me, Alicia Cornelius, one agent for all your insurance needs.
Crowd starting to thin out a little bit here. The faithful for Eastern-Greene starting to leave, heading for the exits with 1:41 remaining. Can't blame them. 56-42, Miners with a 14-point advantage. Now the Miner fans, on the other hand, are staying to the bitter end.
I want to say hello to Handel Van Pasterman, who is watching from around Fort Wayne and says he's enjoying those Miners.
Miners inbound the ball. Jackson Miller has come back in for the final minute. This is where you hope just nobody gets hurt. Oliver with it out on top. 1:30 to play. Connor Daly. Nice move. Takes it to the cup and gets it in spite of physical presence there at the hoop. Connor Daly is able to get it down with 10 in the game. Sykes starting to go to the hoop. He gets the shot up. It was no good, but he draws the foul on Jackson Miller. Must have been before the shot. It was a great move to the cup by Sykes. They inbound the ball to Kobe. Dribbling with the left hand. He's going to go up on Paul Oliver. That's a mistake. There, he eats that one. It's coming the other way. Oliver gets it to Connor Daly. Little shake and bake. Connor going to the cup. Off the glass. He gets another one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 now for Cooper. 50 seconds remaining. Clock running. Sykes. Shot up, no good. Coming the other way. Connor Daly with it. Underneath. Knocked out of bounds. Oh, what did I say, Heather?
Cooper.
Did I say that? Connor Daly, I apologize. 37 ticks remaining in the game. 60-42, Miners by 18. Get it into Lint. Puts it up, no good. Tries to follow, he's stripped. Eastern-Greene coming the other way. Sykes with the ball. Goes behind the back in the lane. Jumper, sweet. Kobe Sykes with 13. Makes it 60-44. Clock stopped now with the foul. 18 seconds remaining. That should put Jackson Miller at the line, I believe. Is that the 5th foul? Owen Smith getting up, getting ready to come in. Gage Sullivan getting ready to come in.
Yeah, that's the 4th foul for... Looks like we've got a host of substitutions here. Gage Sullivan, Owen Smith, Reuben Goodman.
They inbound it. Jake Rose with the ball. On the right side to Goodman. Feeds it out to Smith. Goodman. They go to the double team there. Now they come over to get the steal, but Jake Rose is able to pull the ball down. Jake dribbles out of trouble, and that's going to do it. 60-44. The Miners are able to emerge victorious, and they up their record to 13-2. Eastern-Greene will drop now to 5-10. So, Linton-Stockton comes away with an impressive win on the road tonight. We'll be back with the E2 Custom Creations post-game show when we return. The final, Linton 60, Eastern-Greene 44 on the Stanger Home scoreboard. This is Raider Media Sports.
To Custom Creations, we know that every memory has a story. Every time we sit around with family and friends, we share those memories. When we pull the boxes of old pictures out of the closet, we revisit those memories of our past. Whether it's a photo or a special moment with family, a picture of a loved one who has passed. When you think about that moment, there's a memory that goes with it. At E2 Custom Creations, we offer custom laser engraving for keepsakes, personalized gifts, home decor, signage, awards, and many other custom made-to-order products. Let us help you personalize a unique gift for a loved one, customize an item, or create promotional materials and awards for your business or athletic team. Our services include engraving and cutting on a variety of materials, including wood, acrylic, leather, granite, marble, glass, and coated metals, just to name a few. If you have an idea, reach out and let's talk about how we can bring your idea to life.
My name's Gary McBride. My favorite memory is the bus rides on the way to games. And I've been playing since second grade.
My name's Nathan Feltner. I've been playing since second grade. My favorite basketball memory would be our state run 2 years ago.
My name's Tucker Linton, and I've been playing since second grade. And I'm just really excited for a deep postseason run because I think we have a lot of hope and we see a lot of bright future for this team.
Welcome back. The Miners are able to defeat Eastern-Greene on the road tonight by a score of 60-44. Welcome to the E2 Custom Creations postgame show. Let's look at all, first of all, for the Linton-Stockton Miners coming out. Cooper Smith, no points tonight, failed to score. Jackson Miller coming out with a total of 6 on the night. Paul Oliver with 26, 18 at intermission, and 8 more in the second half. Hayden Feltner with 5, Connor Daly with 12, Tucker Lent with 2, Jake Rose with 7, and Ruben Goodman coming away with 2 for a total of 60 points tonight. For Eastern-Greene, they come away with 44 points on the evening. Kobe Sykes with 13. Aiden Deckard with 6. Roman Valentine failed to score. Dane Talbot with 2. Kyan Hudson with 20. And that included 4 at the intermission, so 16 in the second half. He really came alive. And a total of 3 points for Peyton Lewis for 44. So if you break down the scoring by quarters, Eastern-Greene with 2 points in just the first quarter. They had then 17 at the break at intermission, 33 at the end of 3, and 44 points at the end of the game. Linton-Stockton with 17 points after 1, 27 at the break, 44 at the end of 3, and 60 for the win. 60-44 is the final score. The Miners are able to win this one going away. It seemed like it was comfortable, but they just couldn't really pull away.
Well, I think that obviously a win on the road in the conference is obviously a great game for SWIAC, and I know that we are supposed to be joined by Coach Britton here momentarily. So let's look ahead as to what is next for the Miners tomorrow night. As we mentioned, tomorrow night they will host the North Knox Warriors. That is a 6 p.m. tip-off, so we will be on air at 5:30 for pregame. Tomorrow night is the Linton Bring Change to Mind mental health fair that's going to be happening in the Minor Hub and the Annex. And so everyone is encouraged to wear green for mental health awareness. And then our next broadcast after tomorrow will obviously be as we head to South or North Knox for Linton-Stockton versus Sullivan, and West Vigo versus Eastern-Greene. Those are the first 2 games. And then on Thursday, we're going to return to Linton-Stockton as the Miners, the high school boys, will host Cascade. And then on Friday, we'll head back to North Knox for South Knox versus Linton versus Linton-Sullivan winner. And then North Knox will face the West Vigo versus Eastern-Greene winner. And then on Saturday, we got kind of a doubleheader between boys and girls. Obviously, WRV will head to the Linton-Stockton Miners for a JV varsity matchup. That's at 1 o'clock, and then it will follow with us driving back down to North Knox for the championship game for the 2A sectional 47. We want to say thank you to our Minor Pride sponsors. Minor Pride sponsors are listed on a couple of billboards going in and out of Linton-Stockton, and we'll thank them here. Walton Funeral Service, Key Associates of Linton, Klusner Construction, Crane Credit Union, Team Ortho, Jathan Wright with Indiana Farm Bureau, the Grill of Linton, Audrey Sparks with Richard Brown Insurance, Linton Sporting Goods, Alicia Cornelius with Indiana Farm Bureau, Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets, and Michelle Stanger of Stanger Homes. Then we'd also like to say thank you to our live read sponsors, Fish Monuments, Brock Anderson Construction, Violet Company, Linton Cycle Sales, Mayor Preble with the City of Linton, Save a Lot in Linton, Autumn Trace of Greene County, Friends of Goose Pond, Rick Crines Auto Detailing, Correll's Gas of Linton, Bender Lumber, Hall's Excavating, Gaither Power Sports, and Midwest Satellite. Also, to our footer banner sponsors, Tim and Joan Warwick, Martha Butler and Hadley, Dan and Teresa Carpenter, Donnie and Marilyn Clayton, Casey's of Linton, Green Streets, Skinner's Towing, Pizza Hut of Linton, Bandanas by Brenna, Beach Cattle of Bloomfield, and Margaret Ann Simon, who we just want to say, as always, thank you for tuning in, but leave the light on until February the 10th. We are waiting to see Coach Britton, who did tell us in a text today that he would be up. So we are very excited to be able to see him as well. We should also mention that our Minor Broadcasting Club has a fundraiser going on right now. We're going to push this link out tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. You can buy a number of apparel pieces in the designs that you see on the screen. This is just to raise awareness to our club, and each student is in the running to win a grand prize. So it's based on the number of things that people order. Kevin, you have anything you want to talk about? We're going to take a really quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. This is Raider Media Sports.
At Crane Credit Union, you can expect a personalized experience from people committed to your financial well-being. When you visit one of our 18 branches across southern and central Indiana, you will be greeted by our team that is committed to supporting your financial needs, dreams, and possibilities through all the stages of your life. From youth and teen accounts where it pays to get A's, to auto and personal loans that are processed completely within your local branch. Your local staff can assist you with mortgage and home equity needs, and when the time is right, we can help you with your IRA retirement accounts. We will be with you every step of the way. Crane Credit Union, building relationships since 1955.
We're joined by Coach Matt Britton, and Coach, thank you for coming up. You guys, let's talk a little bit, first of all, just about the health of your team, because you've had some flu this week, or not flu, something.
Yeah,
I should say.
You know, we've had basically 6 of our 8, guys that play a lot of varsity for us sick this week. Started with a couple of them Sunday and 2 or 3 more Monday and Tuesday, and then
it's kind of going through the school, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it went right through not our JV, but it just went right through the varsity. So we've been, pretty shorthanded in practice, and guys pretty sick. Toughing it out, so I'm proud of them for getting out here. And
you had to shuffle them kind of in and out, or did that help a little bit?
Yeah, I'm really proud of them. They got out there and gave everything they had tonight.
Well, you were able to win it, obviously, 60-44. You were always seemingly in control, Coach. Just couldn't quite pull away.
Yeah, and we continue to talk about that. Being able to put the game away at times, and it seems like it's a broken record. A few careless turnovers with the ball and let up defensively or give up some offensive rebounds. And, Eastern's got shot makers, so you can't let up defensively. And Hudson and Sykes are pretty hard to guard. They had other kids step up and hit shots as well. So, hopefully the kids get feeling a little bit better, and we'll get a home game tomorrow night with North Knox. And to keep trying to work hard and get better. You know, we still I still don't feel like we're you know, hit our ceiling yet by any means.
Yeah, North Knox coming into town tomorrow. What do we know about North Knox, Coach?
I think, you know, they've won 5 or 6 games. Scrappy team. They've got a couple 6'4", 6'5" forwards that play hard, and good group of guards. I do know that they've gone through a stretch with a couple key injuries to some good players. So I don't know those kids. At last check, those kids were not playing yet. Again for them, that they played at Sullivan on Tuesday, I think it was. So I don't know if they'll be back or not tomorrow. So nonetheless, you know, we've got to try to get better, and we know North Knox will come in and you know, give us everything they got. So
it's a tough stretch when you're trying to get healthy. With illness, and then you got back-to-back.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, it's that time of year, you know.
Yeah.
You better get used to playing multiple games in a week, because that's the way the sectional's played. So,
well, especially when you're trying to make some games up as well, I believe.
That's right. So we've got North Knox, you know, tomorrow, and then we'll have 2 games each week for the 4 weeks that follow leading into section.
All right. Thank you very much.
We're with you every single game from
awesome.
now to the end of the
The
season.
Reveille game is now February 10th. At home at Linton. So
yep,
we got that one back on the schedule.
So we will, just so you know, we will be covering the whole entire sectional next week for the Lady Miners, but
awesome.
We're going to intermingle Cascade on Thursday.
Yeah.
And WRV on Saturday, so we'll be there for both games.
Yeah, those will be great games, so we really appreciate you guys. You did a wonderful job.
This is a time where if you love basketball, this is it. And I know it's hard for you guys because you're in the midst of it, trying to get healthy. But thank you very much, Coach, for taking time.
Thank you. Bless you guys.
We'll see you tomorrow night.
Bye-bye.
Coach Matt Britton, of course, going to get on the bus and get his team out of here and hopefully into feeling better. So, Heather, the final score here is 60-44 over Eastern-Greene. They didn't feel the best, but they got the job done on the road. They got a win.
Well, Kevin, I want to say thank you. We got through tonight solo, which has been a number of games for us this season, and we're excited to tomorrow night welcome Big D back to the announcers table. And Big D's going to be with us all this week for sectional action, and we'll be bringing Greg Elliott in as well. So as we've said, every time we go off the air, our Facebook page and our Instagram page is pretty active all the time, and it's going to be real active this week. So we have a number of people asking about North Knox sectional information as far as tickets and times and so forth, and I'm going to let Darren, the AD, actually put that out. And once he does that, we'll be glad to share that information with all of you. We have it right now. We're just going to let him push that out, and we are very excited to be able to continue to follow the Miners. Once again, tomorrow night, February 1st, Saturday, we'll go on pregame at 5:30, JV tip at 6, followed by varsity. We will be there. Dress in your green, support mental health awareness, and get ready for a month of extremely busy basketball. So for Kevin Rader and myself, this is Rader Media Sports.
Thank you for watching this high school boys basketball broadcast. This has been a production of Rader Media Sports. Until next time.